petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm cooking up. I see you hoes at the stove again.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the interruption. You are now listening to the Our Truths podcast. We here.
Thank God you say we back. That's your favorite line.
We here and we back, man. We kind of took a little break.
We gave him a little 2 for 1. It was a holiday, my nigga. What's up?
Yeah. How was y'all Labor Day?
Okay, we let him introduce himself first. Okay. Go ahead.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm starting the show, man. Thank you for having me here.
Start the show. What you do, start the show?
Yeah, let's let people know what you do. You got like 14. You like a Jamaican, man.
Yo,
like
we're bad jobs, right?
Bad jobs.
Listen, I'm an entrepreneur, so I gotta get it how I can. Clothing brand, headwear, all of that good stuff. I'm having a party September 16th. I hope all of y'all could come.
Bacon, egg, and
to
cheese,
my
right?
party, yes. Bacon, egg, and cheese, New York. Listen, don't ask me if it's food gonna be there. Don't ask me if bacon, egg, and cheese gonna be there, because that's everybody's favorite question.
Yo, Ox
right?
not gonna be there though.
Listen,
Sean Coy's gonna be over.
Got an ox on the grill.
Alright, I'm supposed to be here, whipping them up.
I'm trying to create a vibe. I realize that bacon, egg, and cheese is like the classic everywhere, like, right? So you go in the morning, everybody ordering bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't care if they got on a business suit, a book bag, whatever the case may be. I want to bring back that vibe because we forget how dope New York City is. So that's really what it's about. Don't come there looking for bacon, egg, and cheese though. I might not, you know what? I might surprise y'all. I might surprise y'all. Forget it. I might surprise y'all.
Take that.
Word, but thank you for having me though.
Of course. Only right.
That's what's up. Mr. A Boogie.
Got my man back for the first time.
Back for the first time.
Friend to the show.
Friend of the show.
Thank you guys for having me back.
You know what I'm saying? But now we go how everybody Labor Day was.
I was on the Parkway. Loving it.
You on the Parkway?
I was on
I was
the
on the
Parkway.
Parkway too.
So you patrolled from Rochester to
Rochester to Grand Army
Army.
Plaza. I was making sure everybody was safe. You know what I mean? Let me not get myself in too much trouble, but I was making sure everybody was safe. You know?
My Labor Day, I ain't really do too much. I can't even think of what. I probably was drunk. I don't do the parade though.
My shit was garbage.
Shit, what you did?
Shit.
You didn't do that.
I didn't go to the Parkway. This is like this is the second time I ever went to the Parkway.
No, you didn't miss nothing. Though.
Yeah, I know I didn't miss nothing.
Haitians came in and tore it down like they always do every year.
Yeah, man, they be out there representing.
Yo, when the Haitians come, it's like that scene in Jurassic Park where the water start moving.
Yeah.
And you don't see the dinosaur yet. I mean, once you see the dust start balling up on Eastern Parkway before you even see the flags coming, every year they
You know when the Haitians come, it's like when the Godzilla movie and the Chinese Godzilla. That's how it is when the Haitians come. It's crazy.
It's a fact. All the black rice.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Glad everybody have fun. I want to start off on somber note. R.I.P. Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, right.
Boogie Nights was like about as close to porn as you're gonna see.
That's a fact.
That's
That's
a
That was super soft porn.
That's super soft porn. That's a fact.
And R.I.P. to Mac Miller. I mean, I wasn't like a huge fan of his music, but he had a couple joints. And
Nah, but these kids gotta stop fucking with this meth. These just drugs, man. This shit getting crazy, yo.
That shit is sad to me.
26 years old, man. Like so much more life.
Shit like the 80s now. What the fuck is going on? Everybody with drugs and overdosing and shit. Man.
I mean, like, this generation is just really different because, like, we didn't grow up like the rappers. I mean, we're gonna keep it a buck, but rappers glorified the drug game. But nobody ever glorified being a crackhead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Pookie on New Jack City. We ain't never seen no cool crackheads. Samuel L. Jackson and Jungle Fever.
Chris Rock. Bernie Mac and
Above the Rim.
Yeah.
Like there was never a crackhead that anybody.
I want to be that nigga.
Bernie was kind of cool.
You want to be flipped? You want to be flipped? They say, yo, Flip, that's my nigga. I want to be him.
But this generation is something about the idea of
taking the
drugs and using the drugs that they're glorifying.
You know what I realized too? A lot of them, they say like they're depressed. They say that they're so sad or whatever. So this is the reason why they do these things.
Yeah.
And it's like, at what point do you try to get help? You know what I mean? It's kind of like they feel like the drugs is gonna help them. The drugs become their best friend. Mind you, they babies still. Like, what the fuck have you been through that you feel so horrible about?
I don't want to take it away, but like that's one issue I have with the new generation of rappers. Like Future talks a whole bunch of Scissor and Xanax stuff, and he's admitted that he don't do none of that stuff. He just puts it in his lyrics. Mm-hmm. So at what point? You think lying? But I mean, like, at what point is like Lil Uzi Vert, talking about killing himself and going to hell, and even XX Extension and his lyrics, like, I don't really think that they know what they feeding to this generation by letting them believe into this depression and believe into this killing yourself, suicidal music, like. You know what I mean? If Uzi got a couple of songs that make you that saucy joint make you move and shit like that. But a couple of these songs that they putting out there is sad. Kill yourself, sit in the corner.
And I think they don't know how big their platform is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think they know.
I don't think
they
so.
Making the money off of doing it.
They making money.
Those lyrics out there.
All right, they making money from it, but I don't think they know the impact of their platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just say anything, and they don't know that their following is, like, really believing that shit. Like, oh, I pop Xanax, and I do all these perks, and da. But your people, these little kids believe in that shit. Like, yo, if Uzi do it and XX, why not me? Yeah. So I don't know if they know how impactful their platform is.
Bro, I think they know. I remember being in high school, listening, y'all gonna laugh, but I remember being in high school listening to Nelly. I
knew he was going to say that.
I wore my jersey backwards. I had a Band-Aid under my eye. When Dipset came in, I had the bandana around my hat. I had the chain on.
You was blood though?
That's a fact.
Oh, everybody was blood and was.
Nah,
was
Dipset.
We was a
But
Dipset
was you
fan.
really blood though?
Of course not.
All right, then, so you ain't
Half of
believe
them
that
ain't blood, but
you ain't
they
believe
repped
that
it.
deep.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You like their apparel.
Oh, 100%.
You ain't believing it that deep.
When
You wasn't
50
blood.
and them came out, you was the hardest motherfucker on the block too.
That was a motherfucking gangster.
Everybody was hard. You know what I mean?
Niggas is like mini man in
Oh,
the
hey.
fucking mirror, like.
You know what I mean?
So in the mirror league.
I really feel like these artists, they know what
shit,
they're doing. I feel like they know what they're doing. I feel like they leeches. I really don't like
Also,
the way this music is
eating off the culture. And
Of course, because this is not even eating off the culture anymore. Because like when we had the argument about pop on the show back then, it's like, what is the culture anymore?
Yeah,
That's the problem.
We know what the culture is.
Yeah, we know because we late 80s, early 90s, but the millennials.
Even the kids know what the culture is.
Bro, we spoke about it last time when they asked Homeboy who Wu-Tang was. He didn't know. He
all right, the kids know, but they don't do their homework. We did our homework.
They don't care to know,
You feel
bro.
me?
How do they know? Because when we listen to radio, you hear the same songs over and over and over again. So if you don't, if a hip hop concert don't come on or some special on TV don't come on, you're not going on iTunes to go check these people's music. You're not checking for it.
But see, you can't blame. I'm not blaming the kids for that. I'm gonna blame us. I'm gonna blame us or whatever generation was before us. Because the same way
and his talkative bomb throwing ass.
I'm keeping it real. Like the same way we know them oldies and all that from the joints that our moms and all that used to play.
Yeah.
Like I know songs and I don't even know who sing the shit.
That's a fact.
But when that shit come on, I know all the words. Like, you know what I mean? So like we not doing that for the youth now. Like we not playing the shit that, you know what I mean, we grew up on. So why would they want to do it? Like,
so you trying to say older people are just trying to stay relevant? They trying to keep up with the culture.
I feel like a lot of older people, like, you trying to compete with the kids, bro. Don't compete with the kids. Like, teach the kids. You know what I mean? Like,
they don't want to learn though, bro.
I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that.
You know what I think it is? I think because of the shift in the internet and the shift of the way music is
consumed.
Consumed and built up. I think the old people or the older people kind of lost control of how shit works, because now, if you think about it, the younger kids is trying to teach the older niggas now how to do shit because they found a way to get ahead. Now it's kind of like fuck you gonna teach me, nigga? I'm the one that's making $1 million, whatever, off of this record that popped off on SoundCloud first, because the older niggas wasn't on SoundCloud. Feel me? Like, so the way things kind of like change, I feel like the older niggas just can't really get ahead. Like they like kind of like lost their way.
I just think if the older generation embrace, like you said, if a kid do a single up on SoundCloud and then pop, then somebody from the older generation should, you know what I mean, come rock with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what I mean, he cool, let me rock with him, see what he about, you know what I mean? Teach him some of the business side of things, like, and all that. Instead of that, they like, oh, nah, I don't fuck with that shit. Like, I'm gonna just do my thing. Like, that shit sound like some ignorant shit. Like,
kind of became a battle between
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Because I take, what's her name? Rhapsody, for example. Like, when she first got with Knife Wonder, Knife was teaching her about the game and like, yo, go listen to some Wu-Tang. Like, go listen to this album 3-4 times and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ain't nobody trying to do that with the young kids. They used to be like, oh, fuck them niggas. Like, that ain't my type of music. I ain't listening to that shit. And then 2 years later, you try to get a feature with the nigga.
True.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But
I hear you, but then you got you can look at it vice versa. Rhapsody took time to learn the game and whatnot, but how many of us could name 5 of her songs?
Oh, I can name one of songs.
You only 25% right now.
yo, let's change speeds on that one, man.
Well, since we talking about old versus new,
Nah, man.
that segues into some stuff this weekend.
Yo, this weekend is just a crazy weekend, nigga. Like,
That definitely was.
like in the last 24 hours, shit has been going on a lot.
I told you,
Like in the last 24 hours,
weekend
like
for females.
Like you just say it's a sad weekend for females. I say it's a sad weekend for black people, man. We had the white people against each other. They burning their sneakers and shit with their sneakers on. Some white chick burnt her crib. You know what I'm saying? They over there mad at each other. Eminem and MGK fucking going at it. What's the nigga name? What, G-Eazy? I don't know, some whack nigga. He in it too, but I was like, yeah, I like this white on white crime, yo. This shit is real. I was loving every minute. And then here comes last night.
And we ruined it.
We fucking ruined it. We couldn't be upstage. That's what it was. We couldn't be upstage. Cardi and fucking Nicki. Now, this is my beef with Cardi and Nicki. I've been saying, yo, they need to. I said they need to square up, right? I said that's me. I said it.
Facts.
But you cannot square up at Fashion Week.
Fashion Week, like
what do you think?
It's on site, nigga. What's up?
No, my nigga. With all that security, that's like me saying, yo, son, when I see you on Times Square by the police station, it's smoke, nigga.
On site means on site, bro.
Nah, I don't believe that shit. Not when security is here.
How many times back in the day when you got beef with somebody, or you know, 2 people was about to scrap, school safety could be right there in the lunchroom.
But that's when you talk the most shit. Yeah, nigga, what?
Because you knew they was going to bring it up.
Exactly.
But Cardi, from what I understood, Cardi was just talking to her. And she tried to act like she didn't want to talk to her. Like,
my nigga, you see the videos?
I didn't see
First of all, it was like 17 videos. And all you niggas out there, I applaud y'all. Y'all the real MVPs. However, turn your fucking lights on, my nigga. Why the video so dark? Y'all can't turn the light on? But you, nigga, people recording still? What they go? Hold on. Who they care about? Cardi and Nicki fighting or you recording? They gonna get you out of there? No. They trying to get that fight.
You out of there.
Nah, they trying to get that fight. They trying to keep Cardi and Nicki safe, my nigga. You is secondary. Put your fucking light on.
But supposedly it was Ra Ali.
She wasn't even there, they said, yo. They said she was in the crib babysitting on her story. So this shit got crazy.
Yeah, I seen a video where it was like Cardi was like, yo, come here, or some shit like that, and Nicki was like, I'm right here. You heard Nicki's voice though, and you seen her, like the top of her head was like blown or some shit.
Yeah, her step back was like Chris Webber. She had the Chris Webber, Kimber step back.
All right, now this is the question.
Fuck out of here.
Now this is the question.
No smoke.
All right, this is the question I'm gonna pose to y'all.
Right.
Boom. Allegedly, somebody said something about your kid. You a millionaire. You want to smoke like that? You gonna fuck up your bag, or you gonna go for your kid? Or you gonna? Because they said something about. Hold on. They said something about your kid. They ain't touch your kid.
Wait,
they didn't hold on. They didn't physically threaten.
Real quick. I think we all should take a look at who I think did a classic job. Was when Kanye made a comment about Wiz Khalifa and Sebastian Wiz Khalifa handled it like a gentleman.
Yeah, my nigga, I don't even bring up Kanye on the show.
I know, but still, I'm talking about how Wiz reacted to it.
Right.
All right, I get you.
Where I think Cardi is going to end up taking this L at is where it took place, how it took place.
That's what I mean.
Is going to make her look bad.
So would
Nobody's
you?
no longer going to look at the fact.
Would
about
you do that?
She was talking about her child. Remember, at the end of the day, the stigma always going to be behind Cardi that she was some ghetto stripper.
There we go.
But do we expect anything different from Cardi B though?
You got a point.
Really? Like, do we?
I do when you supposed to have you at the standard now. You know what you up against.
She's very new to this millionaire.
All right,
I'm
but-
getting
Nah,
invited to
now-
front row seats
all right,
at
When the
fashion.
bag is in position,
I'm glad you said that.
and you have this
Nah,
pedestal
this
now that you supposed to be on.
She should have took the high road, but she's still fucking hood. She's
Yo, first of
still
all-
All right, now this.
Right,
All right, this is the question. Now, this is the question I want to ask.
At the end of the day, this could really go left for her.
All right, this is the
Because
question I
if
wanna
you
ask now.
pull
This is the
bullshit, well, I'm gonna sue you for assault or one
That's
of them
a
type
fact.
of things.
All right.
Or now people pull a 6ix9ine with her and say we don't want you at any of these
That's a fact.
venues. You're losing money.
All right, now this is the question I want to ask. Like, we know Cardi for being ignorant and all that, right?
Unfortunately.
But now, that's why I don't even follow Instagram. But now, you in another level now. You're in another echelon. You're not an A-list celebrity, maybe say, but you're probably
Yeah,
close to.
she's a
A-list.
A-list.
All right,
She's
you're
definitely
A-list celebrity, right?
Yeah.
So can you still revert back? Yo, you a million. You a new millionaire.
Yeah.
You can be back on that pole quick, but you can't because she's married to Offset. So that's gonna balance it out a little bit. She won't go right back to the pole. But how many people we seen had the bread and lost it?
But she could
Not too
lose the
many.
bread.
Not too many people
Name-
lost the
name
bread.
some
No, what I'm saying is she can have the bread and lose it. without-
Hammer.
To be in ghetto. No. He tried to help too many people. No.
Oh, but he lost.
No.
That's what I'm saying. You can
He
lose
tried
the
to help-
bread without.
Yeah,
that
you
don't
could-
have to be
yeah,
the
that's what
reason
I'm
why.
Yeah, but I'm saying
the bread.
I'm
She lose
saying,
the bread
I'm
anyway.
saying you a A-lister that lost the bread because of their actions, not MC Hammer helping people.
All right.
Chris Brown. All right.
He ain't lose, but he ain't losing
Chris
the bread.
Brown on
He
the
lost
low. Chris Brown does shows at Jones Beach. He doesn't do Barclay, Madison Square Garden, or nothing like that by himself no more. Why? Because after that situation, nobody wants to fuck with him. Look how bad it is. Tekashi can't even get in a
That's a
stadium.
fact. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's nobody in her camp telling her like, yo, man, you can't react like that.
No, because just like we talking about, when you from the hood, what happens? You
can't-
got homeboy from 5C with you.
Nah,
You got homeboy from across the street with you, and you can't stop fucking with them because we got the mentality
Can't take
that
Malik
when you
and
start
Ray Ray with
doing when you start doing better in life and you not giving handouts, or you a sellout.
You know what I think about that is I think that Cardi does have a great circle around her, right?
Okay.
From her success alone, I feel like that's not an average person's success, right? A female from a strip club who can't really rap, all of a sudden is New York's sweetheart, right? Ghetto sweetheart.
Yeah.
Let's add the ghetto in
Glad you
there,
put that
right?
on.
But so I think that she does have the right people around her, but for some reason, I don't know what happened that night. Maybe she was aggravated after she dropped the baby. Like, listen, I gotta find some smoke somewhere. And seeing her was just probably like, yo, I'm tired of you. Or maybe something kind of like pushed her to react that way. But I don't think it takes much pushing because, again, she's not far from that mentality.
exactly.
But what I'm
That's the
saying,
point.
see, with
Here go
with y'all
Barney again.
not.
Go ahead.
That's right. Be it. Okay. But like, what I'm saying is, y'all forgetting the part that she wrote a statement on the gram after that.
Oh, my nigga,
About-
I don't care about that
and
statement.
no, but we already heard Remy say the same thing
Yo,
about Nicki
yeah.
trying to stop niggas' bags
Yeah.
behind the scenes and all
Okay.
that.
What's
Telling
new?
artists not to
She
collab
deserved
with
to
them
get
and all
popped in
that.
her fucking
That's
mouth.
what I'm
But
saying.
you
So,
cannot do it
See,
there.
but
Mr. Chimney.
bro, that doesn't
You
matter.
want the smoke?
That doesn't matter though, because
can't
look,
do it there,
at
bro.
the end of the day, Cardi let
Can't
her
do it there.
emotions. She let her emotions get the
That's
best
a
of her.
fact.
Yeah.
And sometimes we all been in a situation where you let your emotions get the best of you, and now she's walking around with that human being on the side of her face,
Yeah.
right?
The Rock
So
Mother?
now you go, oh she had the Martin.
Oh,
You
she
remember
like
when Martin
this.
fought Tommy Hearns?
Shit like this,
It's
my nigga.
a crater coming out the side of her joint.
So what, man? She battle tested. Nigga.
She got that. She got the black power fist on her head.
shows character.
It's bad business.
Nah,
She
bro.
let her emotions get the best of her, and now she's sitting at home tight, Because it's all her picture,
she
I'm
not
sure.
tight, though.
That picture
I don't think
floating
she's
around.
tight.
It was only one.
I don't think she tight.
One event, bro.
She
I
too
think
hood
she's
for
tight.
that shit.
Yeah,
She don't give a fuck. She know that she could really put hands on Nicki Minaj. I think that she don't give a fuck. She from the Bronx, bro.
That's
They
right.
don't
Big
give
D's,
a
what's
fuck.
up?
Stop.
They
First of
don't
all,
give
let's
a
not get twisted. I'm from Queens. We're gonna keep it a buck right now. So we're not gonna do that.
Bronx.
We're not gonna do that, alright?
Here we
Here
go to the
up.
Bronx.
We here too, nigga. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, listen, stop. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna be
That's a
starting
fact.
to step all over Queens, bro. We ain't doing that, son.
Oh,
Listen,
no.
man, all I'm saying
Yo,
is-
you moved to Brooklyn, my nigga. It's over.
All I'm saying is, Cardi held it down for Uptown. It was only one event. Like,
All right, so
what
let
y'all,
me
what
ask
y'all
you
gotta
that.
remember is that we live in a time where, like yeah, the Tekashi shit, like he was going wild, he was going overboard. It's too much. But this is only one event with Cardi. This shit could put her
I think she
on
gonna
another
be good.
echelon.
I
Like,
think she's gonna be good.
All right.
and people
so,
now they want to see more of her.
All right, so let me ask you. Are you doing it?
Am I doing what?
What she did? You Cardi, you Cardi. Are you gonna do the same thing she did?
If I'm Cardi,
If you Cardi, you.
to be Cardi now, you gotta be Cardi then. And if I had Cardi mentality,
here we go, Cardi
I
now.
respect it.
So you gonna do exactly what she did?
Yeah, I'm throwing a shoe at her like she George Bush. What's up?
Now you getting your A-Rap. I'm out. Matter of fact, I'm not even arguing with you, son. You just that's that Bronx shit. You die for them niggas.
Listen,
You
man.
die for that shit.
How you know that wasn't a publicity stunt?
That's what I said. You
That's
could be.
what I'm saying. That shit like that.
Because nobody got no hits off each other.
Next
Y'all
week-
just in there
Next
pulling
week,
each other,
Cardi come
throwing
with a new
shoes.
single.
The only reason why
Lit.
I don't think it was a stunt is because of the knot.
Nah, she got that knot from my elbow, man.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't matter. You wouldn't want to walk away
Man.
with looking like you lost it all. If it's just y'all face to face having words, everybody wins.
Man, niggas
But if
did
you-
worse. Did homeboy shoot himself in front of Hot 97?
Cheddar bomb
Talking
yourself.
about niggas do shit every day for publicity. Like,
Yeah, but not.
bugging.
I don't know. Because what does Cardi get off of it? She doesn't have nothing going right now.
That's what I'm saying. She probably gonna drop a single tomorrow.
Nah, she
I
gonna.
hope
She
not.
gonna
Next week.
Nah, she.
I hope not.
Why is that on wax no more, man? Why nobody want to rap?
Why nobody don't rap?
They do want to rap.
But I'm saying Cardi could go in the
Big-
booth.
big
She could have
sleep
went.
distance.
She could have went in the booth.
Have you heard Cardi?
Talking about her.
Hold on, I'm talking about
What?
recent. We talking about her album. She ain't dropped anything recently.
She's not lyrical like that.
She not, for one, she not lyrical like that, and
Nicki
for
lyrical
two,
like that?
she's not.
I'm
on
out,
that
son.
vibe,
Yo,
though.
this show's over. Yo,
Listen,
hold on.
listen,
You
we
saying
gonna
hold
give
on,
you a buck.
hold on,
Nicki-
hold on.
Nicki from Southside.
You trying to tell me Cardi's better, a better lyricist than Nicki?
I can't say that because
I'm about to
you
turn
know
TV
Cardi
on,
don't
get
write
about
her
it.
own shit. But what I'm saying is Nicki shit ain't
Is she
ain't
better?
smoking like it used to be.
Hold on.
Is she better?
Hold on. I don't care if Jesus Christ and
Nicki-
Biggie Smalls did
No.
for Cardi. She
Right
came
now?
out lyrical
Yes.
like Nicki.
No, Nicki's not better right now. No,
What, lyrically?
Yo, what's the next
no,
album?
Lyrically?
This
lyrically.
nigga's crazy.
What you
It's
think?
wild. Yeah, I don't know what's the next
Now,
album.
Yes.
Nicki now.
Yes,
Yes.
nigga. Nicki now, Nicki last week,
Nicki every
Nicki,
day.
Nicki,
Nicki
Nicki,
in
3 years
1999,
ago,
Nicki every
Nicki
day.
when she's 65, Nicki
Yeah.
when she's dead in the grave.
Trash.
She's better than her.
Stop.
Hands down, better than Cardi B.
It's a fact.
Rap wise, absolutely.
That's
Nicki
a
ain't
fact.
been hot since Sri
Nicki's
Lanka.
better. And who's better?
What?
Who's better? Cardi and Nicki. Hands down. We talk about if we got somebody right at 16, who's better?
Talking about the writer 16. She
Writer
don't write
16.
her own shit. We already know she don't write her own shit.
Who's better? All right, a better song.
Whose album was better?
Who's better?
Whose album was better? Whose last album was better?
Who's
I didn't like
better?
Whose last album was
You didn't
better?
answer my question. man.
You. So what you say? At 16?
Start with
Answer
yourself.
I want to
Yeah.
get Cardi 16.
Come on.
Cardi got her on the motorsport.
See,
Yo,
Nicki had
All right.
52 bars,
Yo,
bro.
this nigga's crazy.
Nah,
Nicki
you know what?
spit
Hold on,
52.
Yo, because listen, I was where you was at right now.
Nicki spit 52
She
bars.
absolutely did, and I said the same shit when I first heard it. I'm like, all right, she dragging it. She really trying to make sure
Let's
her
also-
verse is
wait,
better
wait,
than
wait.
Let her
hers.
go, let her go, let her go.
Originally, that song was just supposed to be her and Quavo.
Yes.
So I think Quavo, out of respect,
Put it, yeah.
probably didn't chop it up or do whatever he did to it. But remember, originally she said if she would have known Homegirl was gonna get on it, she would have never done it to begin with. So, I mean, we got to give her some type of slack.
What are we giving a slack for? He just asked me whose 16 was better.
All 50,
I'm talking about based on his question.
all 52 bars was better than anything Cardi ever said in her whole life.
So give
That's
me a
a
line.
fact.
Give me a line. One line. I just want one line.
Hold on.
Let me one line.
You ride with Peter Guns like that?
One line, man. Uptown, man.
You ride with Peter Guns like that? Corey Guns?
Nigga, if it wasn't for the Bronx.
Corey Guns?
You're the lyrics.
You ride with Corey Guns too?
No.
You still on the Millie? You still on the Millie beat?
Nah, he bodied that 6'7" though.
Oh, you still on 6'7"?
So you repping Hell Rel.
Yo, man. I'm not.
That's if he got knocked out by the salad, man. I fuck my niggas on weeks ass.
Yo,
Man,
I'm just keeping it. Let's keep it a buck though. Like, give me. I just want one line. Just give me
man,
one.
I'm not even arguing.
One line from Motor.
Yo, can we get off that, man? Can we go to?
I can't recite female.
I'm not even gonna. Yo, can we go to the white people beef, man? We already off the black. Hold on.
Also, wait, real quick before we get over this. So, I just want to know how everybody feels. Is this going to advance Cardi's career or take away from it?
I think she's gonna be good.
I don't think he's gonna change it, really.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change. I think she'll be at another event once the knot go down.
Yeah. Once she got
The knot gotta go down.
Once she get that ice pack on this shit, she lit.
Word.
She gonna throw a band-aid on it like Nelly, like you used to do.
First of all, she need a big ass band-aid. She the ace bandage. She didn't wrap up shit like she had surgery.
Yo.
She needs some surgery shit. She does. You got a regular band-aid ain't helping that speed night, bro. And that's real.
That's crazy. Oh, my fault.
All right, so yo, let's go to the white people beef, man. Y'all heard them album?
I didn't hear it.
Kamikaze joint?
Absolutely not.
I don't really care to listen to it. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
listened to it. At first, I wasn't gonna listen to it. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't even listened to the whole thing in Revival, but I seen people saying like, "Oh, he's on shit." So I popped it on. You know what I mean? I was like, "Okay, M back on old M shit." Like, you know what I mean? And then like I heard him throwing shots at everybody and shit. I was like, "All right, that's cool. That's M. That's what he do, or whatever." And
That's what he used to do. There's a big gap in between albums.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with that.
I mean, I ain't rock with M since like Eminem show.
Which
Oh,
was
so like
which
his
was a
third
horrible
joint.
album.
His third joint.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. I stopped listening to him after, what was it, the Slim Shady LP?
His first album.
Yeah, I really never cared for Eminem,
Yeah, man.
to be honest.
Okay.
I was never a big fan, but I respected his craft.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
So what y'all feel about the beef, though?
Yo, first of all, I heard that MGK shit. That shit was hard.
That shit hard.
I heard it on the radio, so I heard the no curses and all that. That shit is hard. That record is hard. Like I could listen to that. Forget about Eminem. Forget about he's talking about Eminem. Like that shit is hard.
I listened to it and I was like, it's alright. He wrote and the thing is he's speaking like just truth. So it was more or less. It wasn't him rhyming more. It's more of him just talking to the nigga, basically.
Yeah, it wasn't like no
sweatsuits, my nigga.
Yeah, it wasn't no metaphors and wordplay. It was more of, I'm talking to you, I'm tired of this bullshit, I'm tired of that. And you ain't, you know what I'm saying? So,
He do.
I
He had a
respect
little-
him. Yeah, he did. But
Yeah.
I respect him. He rode the beat enough. But it wasn't like the top diss album I ever heard. But he did his thing.
Nah, it wasn't like no top dude.
Yo, Al, you got something to say.
Bro, I'm thinking G-Eazy versus Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem is going to be the most quietest, uncared for rap battle in the history of hip-hop music. Nobody
You might be right.
cares, and especially after this weekend, that's overshadowed.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that
a
shit's
fact.
buried already.
That's a fact.
Monday morning, nobody's going to be talking about
Of course.
M,
Right.
Machine Gun Kelly, or G-Eazy anymore
That's a fact.
Right.
at all.
Yeah, I mean G-Eazy shit was trash.
I ain't listening.
I
I ain't
ain't
get that nigga shit.
He called him an old man, talked about how he blackballed him, right?
No, G-Eazy to MGK.
Oh, that's how it was. See, that's what I'm saying.
Niggas don't even know,
I'm
niggas
getting
don't even
all
know
mixed up.
who's
They
battling
said, they
who.
said we all look alike now. I'm getting all
Yeah,
mixed up.
I don't even know who's battling who.
But yeah, I fucks with MGK though. I fucks with this shit though. He has some shit.
He did all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him. Who I really wanted to spit back at him was Joe. I wanted Joe Budden to get. I wanted him to come at him, but Joe said he
Yo,
gotta.
on his bougie shit.
Yeah, he on his bougie shit. But he said M gotta give him a
He
try.
said if M come back at him again or some regular like just
But-
come for him type shit, he coming.
But not for nothing. M is like being a hypocrite because M, yo, my nigga, was known, you want to kill your moms. And you said it out loud.
Yeah.
You want to hit with baseball bats and all
That's a fact.
type of shit. So you can't talk about somebody else's domestic violence. You know what I mean?
wild
So
charges.
you got wild charges. You take drugs and all that. So you can't use that angle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. And I think Joe might have more shit on him than M might have on Joe.
I think niggas sleep on Joe, man. Joe lyrically is a fact.
Nah, Joe lyrically is an animal.
Yeah, like,
He's just an annoying person.
He's an annoying person.
No, Joe Budden's definitely an annoying person.
I fucks with Joe.
I fuck with Joe. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been fucking with Joe for a while. So.
Yeah.
It's before this, all that everyday struggle shit. I fuck with Joe like as a musician, not.
I think I got a personal beef with Joe Budden's. There was this chick I
Need
know.
autograph.
Oh man.
Something like that. I'm giving it a buck.
Smash the joint. You wanted to smash?
Nigga, give him an autograph.
I wish not. He was getting tattooed at a tattoo parlor that this chick that I know, her man was his tattoo artist. And they had like a little party going on up there. So Joe Buttons is on the table laid out. So I guess he must have got like some real extensive tattoo done. So at that time, Pump It Up, I think Clubbing was out. We'll give it a buck.
Okay.
I think Clubbing was out or whatever, right? So I go over to Joe and I'm like, yo, Joe, what up? So this wasn't even the time where you like, y'all want a picture, anything like that. I was just like, Joe, what up? So he rolled over and he was like, when I get off my high, I'll speak to you. And then he rolled back over on the table.
Oh shit. Nah, fuck out.
That nigga was some perks, son.
He rolled back over on the table.
He was on some coke.
And, I don't know what he was on, but I was just down. Fuck with Joe Budden.
Okay, I can see
Nigga
that.
said shorty.
Listen, I don't blame
I
you.
mean, at least he told you he was high.
At least he told you his high words, son. At least he told you his reasons, son.
Nah, son, I
see
paid
some
for
niggas don't even
Pump It
tell
Up.
niggas reasons.
I paid for the trash that this nigga put out. Nah, it didn't get
At least he
Oh,
told you his
trash,
reasons.
nigga, you would've died.
It's a fact. When you don't show me no love, that shit is trash. It's a fact.
Yo, at least he told you his reason, my nigga.
Nah, that shit.
Yo, I seen Deion Sanders straight just double a little kid for an autograph. That's worth everything I love, son. Then came to the store and said, yo, Deion, oh my God. He said, sure, ain't no. He just walked off on the nigga. I'm like, yo!
That's fucked
I'm like, yo, Deion, you just did that to
But that's
me?
how they be doing now. That kid, Lil Pump, when I was at the VMAs, Lil Pump came out the VMAs. The little girl ran up to him, and he boom, sniffed on her right in the head. Like,
He Heisman him?
right to the Uber. Right to the Uber. I'm serious.
Shit,
No
that's
love
fucked
for
up.
Yo.
Mind you, those are the ones that support his dumb ass.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yo, so let's talk about something that was positive, man.
Okay.
Wasn't much positive this weekend.
Nah,
That's what.
the Cap shit. Cap wasn't positive.
Oh,
yeah,
Nike
yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
shout out
Nike
to
campaign?
Yeah.
You know what made me mad about what people were saying about the Nike campaign? Is people like, oh, Nike is using Kaepernick to gain money off of the situation.
They're actually losing a lot of money.
But not in a way, like how many other brands made Kaepernick shirts from the rip? You know what I'm saying? So it's a genius plan from Nike. Yes, they definitely did their homework. As in, yo, we had them on the roster for 2 years. We're gonna wait until our 30th anniversary, and then we're gonna push them.
Yeah.
Why
The
would
whole
you push?
camp-
The whole campaign is
fire,
genius.
though.
To me, it's genius.
The whole campaign
Yes, they're
is
gonna
fire.
gain money, and yes, they may lose money, but I think they're gonna gain more money than they lose because you know why? They got the NFL by the nuts now. We sponsor, y'all sponsor. You gonna cut us off?
Yeah,
That's what I want to know. What the NFL is gonna do now?
Right.
The NFL is so against Kaepernick. They made these rules against Kaepernick, and I think if it wasn't for if it wasn't for this nigga Trump, that shit wouldn't even be involved in effect. But whatever, that's my own belief. They made these old rules like
You don't think the NFL, a $1 billion company, knew that this was going to happen?
I don't think so. I think that Nike kept it under the wraps. Whoever the liaison with the NFL and Nike, he's fired. That nigga's out the window because you supposed to tell the NFL whoever is working, whoever the middleman,
But tell them what?
that yo Nike about to push Cap. Yeah.
And there's nothing that they could do, so.
No, because all right, jersey sales and The NFL, I don't know if the NFL jerseys this year that the players wear on
Nike.
field, if they Nike,
Nike.
they could have cut that contract if they wasn't
They
already
just
under.
signed a new contract.
They just that's what I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I
say.
mean.
They signed a 10-year.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hold on,
I think it's
this
something
is
like
what
that.
I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think Nike. You think the NFL would have signed that contract if they knew Nike was gonna push Cap?
Well, I mean,
Being that he got a collusion case
we
against
would
him?
have to look up when the NFL and Nike's contract started.
That's what I mean. That's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
I don't know when the contract started.
But whoever the middleman was, there's nothing to go back and tell them. We can't get out the contract now. The season's about to start. Jerseys and things is in stores. There's no way to get out of that.
Somebody got to be the scapegoat.
Somebody's got to get.
Right,
And you
somebody.
saying that the NFL knew? I don't think they had no. I think this is a left. I think this came out of left from them.
Listen, I'm gonna give it a buck with you right now. I was talking at work about this. I think the NFL knew, supposedly, right? And we can fact check it later, whatever. Supposedly, our president says NFL network ratings are down. Correct?
Yes.
Right? People are saying the NFL is suffering out of all the major sports. Correct?
Okay.
This after no.
I mean, if you say so. Yeah.
That's why I said we have to check.
Nah,
it.
They have
I'm
the
saying-
they have the largest dip, but they're not suffering.
No.
All
I said
right,
our
yeah.
president is what he's
Yeah,
saying.
they have
What
the
he's
largest
saying.
dip.
What he's
Yeah,
saying.
what he's saying.
I'm not. Yeah, I said we can fact check. I'm not agreeing
Right.
with it. I think that advertisement draws people to watch the game. I'm now tuning in just to see this whole commercial, whether I hate it or not. When people hate stuff, when something stinks, you get a little closer to smell it one more time to figure out what it is. Correct?
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think they knew. I think this was genius.
Yeah.
And what is so beautiful about the commercial that people are not realizing, it has nothing to do with the NFL or anything
Yeah.
that he's against or he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's no scenes of anybody getting gunned down, no scenes of police interaction with anybody, no scenes of anything negative that,
Yeah, because you can tell a story without showing the story, though.
But I think the story that he's telling
It's more
in this
heroic.
commercial is way more heroic,
Yeah, it's more
way
heroic.
more deeper in the sense that we know what he has sacrificed,
Right.
but now we're seeing players, female athletes in this video. I mean, in this advertisement that he's putting out there that they should get their just due. The female USA female soccer team,
Yeah.
Serena Williams.
Okay.
All right, the linebacker for the Seahawks. Say,
Will Griffin.
yeah, okay. The disabled young man in the gym, in the wrestling.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? All these things have nothing to do with what he's talking on, but they've drawn so much attention to the bigger note of, at the end of the day, you fight for whatever you believe in. And I think that's one of the dopest
I think
things.
I think that was one of the most genius marketing plans they could have did. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Because you push somebody that everybody's against,
Yes.
but he has a large following
Yeah.
that's with him, and that following just left the NFL because of him.
That's a fact.
So when you push him as being the face of Nike for their 30th, now Nike's is a part. That's what I always want to know. I'm like, what the NFL is going to do now? Because Nike is a big brand, part of the NFL. Y'all spawn. They got your jerseys on.
Well,
what are y'all going to do?
To Al's point, though, like, although the NFL, although we think that they like keeping Kaepernick out of the NFL, they still want those ratings. They still want those viewers.
Of course.
So
I agree.
to his point, it's like that do kind of make sense. Like, all right, we're gonna use Cap for this ad through Nike, through the NFL to kind of get some of our viewership back.
Of course.
That makes
So
sense.
that makes sense.
Now, let me. Can I be the devil in the room real quick?
Yeah.
Now, do we have a little bit of a beef with Cap for allowing them to put this commercial on during the NFL when we really should be watching that at all?
Nah,
Because he
you
knows
can't-
when it's going to be advertised.
No, but
He's at that marketing table.
But you can't.
I can't
So-
blame Cap. Huh?
He can't make that decision,
That's
especially
true.
if he was already signed to Nike. Like,
That's fine, but what I'm saying is at the end of this road, when it's all said and done, I do truly feel that man is going to play in the NFL again.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I do.
But I don't think he don't have beef with the NFL.
He doesn't have beef.
That's
with
what I'm
the
saying.
NFL.
Like,
No.
I think the thing is like people kind of losing sight of what he was doing and why he was doing it for.
Of course.
Like it's about the social injustices.
That's
That's what his beef is.
100%.
So if he could take this Nike campaign and like kind of protest through the advertisement in a way, like, yeah, I'm not playing football no more, but I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Like, you still see me, and you still know what I stand for,
And it makes
you
sense.
still know what I'm about. And it's taken away from the fact that people are not just tying it to the flag.
True, and it makes sense. But what he's going to be remembered for, is it going to be taken away if he plays football ever again?
I think so.
Does that destroy the whole
I
sacrifice?
think if he plays football,
Does that?
I think if he plays
the
football, that's
unjustified
gonna tarnish it a little bit. But I don't think he's gonna play football.
I think
Yeah,
I don't think so, though.
I think
Part of
it
me
is.
thought
Is
he
it in?
was. I wasn't sure of what the outcome was gonna be or what he was trying to get out of this whole thing, right? And at first I thought that he wanted to get on another team or whatever the case may be, whatever they gave him. That's what it seemed to me just from the media perspective, oh, this team, he's talking to this team, whatever, oh, he's still not signed yet. So to me, it seemed like he was waiting to get back on the team.
100%.
So it's like now it's like, okay, well, he's doing something like you guys said, much more heroic at this point. So if he goes back to playing football, I think it'd be a little bit like, to me, distasteful. But I don't know. Like I really think it'd be distasteful because it's kind of like you did all of that for now to go back and play the damn game.
I disagree because like this is the whole point. Like this is the narrative how they tried to change it. He never said he hated the NFL. He never disliked the NFL.
Wait,
he kneeled during the anthem.
Yes.
To protest social injustice.
Understandable.
It was about that. The same way Muhammad Ali wouldn't go fight in the Vietnam War, but he still boxed when he got out of jail.
Yes, real quick. Let's not even use Muhammad Ali. The same way Tim Tebow took a knee, and nobody even talks about that.
With the prayer
But
and all that.
If you say that, the same way Beast Mode, he sits down during the national anthem.
Yeah, but Marshawn Lynch is an ignorant Negro. Let's not even go to Marshawn Lynch. I'm saying
ignorant.
Marshawn Lynch, the kid that took the go-kart when they won the championship in college and drove it around the field, almost hit the cheerleaders and everything of the sort. Marshawn Lynch, that's when he scored a touchdown, grabbed his nuts, and then later on said he was trying to give them some of his ding-ding sauce.
Well, why he ignorant? I'm still trying to figure out where the ignorance at.
Yo,
I hate this.
Let's not go to Marshawn. Wait, I just wanted to remind everybody because we totally forgot Tim Tebow did this way before.
But he said he was praying.
You say he was praying though. I don't think.
Well, he took a knee during the national anthem. So praying or not, he did the same thing.
All right.
All I'm saying though is that let's not get away from what he was kneeling for. But the NFL made it their beef now because you're using their platform to talk about or protest furthermore how you feel about something.
That's not their beef though. Their beef is just the fact that it upset viewership and made people not watch.
That's their beef. So their beef became against whatever you were standing for because you're taking money out of their pocket. So all I'm saying is I do think he will play again. And if he does play again, I do think a lot of people are going to feel tarnished and feel disrespected about the whole movement.
I don't know. For me, I just feel like if I was him, my ego wouldn't allow me to go back to play that game. Y'all validated me. Y'all didn't. Yeah, y'all didn't let me get money because I kneeled for something that I believed in. Like I wouldn't even want to go back, and that's why I'm hoping.
So the heroic story wouldn't. Sorry, go ahead, Ron. Sorry.
So, what is the fight for? What did he kneel for?
The fight is
to bring awareness to it, right?
Yes.
Did it bring awareness to it?
100%.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, probably not as much as we want it to be, but
the NFL still gave like $85 million or something to
got more players doing certain things.
The organization that Malcolm Jenkins and all that.
But the NFL put rules in that you can't kneel.
But we'll see.
So
it's a business, bro.
I get it's a business, bro. But I'm saying, did you try to bridge the gap, or did you just try to? What did you try
about
to
the NFL?
Yes.
Well, he can't be responsible for the NFL, bro.
But we saying that if he come back to the NFL, but he still
and make
can't do-
money and donate the money that he's getting from the NFL. Come on, man. What y'all want? Y'all want it all?
Well, he did that already. But
Y'all want it all?
I'm just saying.
You can't have it all.
If he comes back, he plays, right? Wins a championship or something of the sort.
Y'all be fired.
And I think that's how he's going to serve it up. Let's not forget, less than a decade ago, this guy was in the Super Bowl.
You right.
Facts.
All right? So this whole thing about him not being wanted by teams is nonsense, okay?
That's nonsense.
And there's a lot of players right now that we're going to watch tomorrow
Right.
morning that's going to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely play on their team.
So another question out here is Colin Kaepernick one of the most inspirational people of our generation?
Where'd you get that question from, bro?
Somebody sent me a text. I ain't gonna say no names.
All right, good looking.
No,
But I do want to answer this guy. I really
do y'all feel like Colin Kaepernick is one of the most inspirational players? I mean, people of our athletes of our generation.
In this time?
Definitely.
In this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Star?
Absolutely, he is.
Al?
I got to be the one.
Hold on,
Yes.
you ain't give me my chance. But
Oh, okay, so go ahead.
I want you to be the one. Nigga.
All right. Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because, like you said, his whole goal was to bring social attention to what is going on in our world today.
Right.
I say no at the same time because the NFL now has not only blacked him out and has taken him away from his dreams, so he's given up the whole sacrifice. But do we personally have seen a change from anything that he's done yet? When Muhammad Ali didn't go to war, laws were changed. When Jim Brown walked with Martin Luther King, walked with people during the Civil Rights Movement, laws were changed. So I'm saying, yes, he's drawn attention. Yes, he's donated a whole bunch of money. Yes, he has the Know Your Rights,
Yeah.
Know Your Rights campaign thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But socially, have we seen change? That you can actually say that it's worth it? What he's doing is worth it?
Have we?
I
Have
say
you?
no.
You haven't seen no change?
I'm saying no. I don't think so.
I think,
Well,
think-
you know
I
what?
think we
Hold
seen-
on, time out.
I think we seen. a
I
little
think
bit
we
of
may
change.
have seen a little change, but we can't say that because a cop just shot somebody in their own crib the other day. So
Yeah, but we seen at the time when the kneeling and all that first started, it was like back to back.
okay,
Like
you're right. I get you.
it was like 2 days apart.
I get you.
Facts or not, like
I get you.
So you feel
Alton
like
Sterling,
things are
Orlando
slowing
Casio
down.
was like 2-3 days apart.
So now
like-
you're saying is what? Is a gap in between?
Yeah.
A cop just shot a dude in his own crib, his whole crib. Yesterday. Talking about, oh, I thought that was my crib.
Yeah, but now we starting to.
And you thought it was a burglary.
Okay, so
burglars don't open up doors.
what's that?
this is what I'm trying to.
I don't know. Like,
Alright, so
I don't
look.
know. Nobody's a burglary. I'm breaking in your shit. Oh, yo, somebody might. Yo, let me open the door for her. I don't
So-
know. Nobody's doing that.
So this is what. See, again, like we lose sight of the conversation. It's not. People are gonna do bad things,
Of course.
right?
Mhm.
So what he was protesting was the social injustice that these authoritative figures were gunning people down and not getting convicted, not being brought up on charges. They're being brought up on charges now. Didn't the somebody in I want to say Dallas?
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah,
somebody
He was
lost their job
he was
and-
brought up.
Yeah,
They charging him with murder
The cop in Philadelphia.
and 4 counts of.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right. All right. I
You
get
understand what I'm
I
saying?
get
So
you.
we are seeing change.
So I think it's the
Cops
awareness.
are being convicted.
The awareness.
They're
is
being
Yeah, that's what
charged
it is,
and
the
they're being
awareness.
convicted.
So
So
you
we're
saying-
seeing change.
So you're saying is that everybody's more aware now? Like,
I'm
you gotta
saying
be
that
aware of what you're
I feel-
doing.
they're being convicted and they're being charged. That's
Let
the
me
change
say-
that we was looking for.
Okay.
We can't stop people from doing bad things if they're gonna do it.
What I think is that the awareness of all of these injustices is what's making the courts now say, yo, we gotta really think about this, let's fucking figure this shit out. yo, he was wrong, whatever. I think everybody talking about all of these bad things that's been happening is making it to where it's like, yo, like, even from the cops' perspective, yo, we ain't gonna arrest somebody for every little fucking thing that they do. No, we gonna maybe give them a ticket or something like that.
Right.
Everybody is now starting to figure out a better way of handling things. So I do think that I can't necessarily say that we're seeing change. I think that changes are being made, right? I don't know, because, I mean, listen, if you ain't getting convicted, then you being charged with nothing don't mean shit. If you ain't getting convicted, and then once you get convicted, if you ain't getting served time, like my man's in them getting served time, then we ain't seen change yet. So I think that right now changes are starting to happen.
Yeah.
But it really is just from the everybody talking about it, I think. You know what I mean? Yes, Colin Kaepernick, I appreciate everything that he's doing, and I think that it is a big deal. It's a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? And everybody is having the same conversation. Even the white people who say something in reference to these injustices, I respect that, because it's true. You can be truthful about whatever the fuck is happening, you know what I mean? I think everybody's conversation is making this shit really, I don't know, like, be paid attention to, I guess?
Okay.
I respect that too.
Yeah.
Because
I give Cap his credit, man.
I give Cap his credit also. I definitely.
I'm sure just him being a player on the San Francisco 49ers definitely brought attention to some people that might have not even been privy to what's going on, or like really paid attention to what's going on. So even if it gave them those eyes to see it and to be aware of it, like, oh, like, this is a real thing that's going on, like.
I feel you.
So
I think it's very inspiring. I'm not even gonna lie, very
I think
inspiring.
it's inspiration.
So, we're gonna spin off of Kaepernick because he got a job. But what y'all feel about the dude from the Cosby show? He got caught at Trader Joe's. Y'all mad at him or not?
No.
I mean,
Well, everybody gotta eat.
I'm mad at everybody giving him a hand. Like
Nicki gotta get 25 racks.
I feel a way about that. I feel a way about that, bitch. Give me 25K. Like, the fuck, I'm out here struggling and shit.
Man.
Give me 25K.
They got student loans, fucking Sally Mae on niggas' ass. Yo, man, let me get 10 racks or something, man.
You saw Tyler Perry's tweet said.
Oh, Tyler Perry about to give him a whole game?
He said, I respect people who hustle in between jobs. Cosby show been over since 1990 what? 1990.
Nah, but he did other little shit.
Name drop. I'll wait. Nah, the show will be over. The show will be over by the time Don't Google it, man. Elvin ain't had nothing else on deck. And then he turned Tyler Perry down, like, yo, nah.
He took the job.
Nah, he said, nah.
He don't want no job.
He said, I don't want no handout. He said, yo, I respect the craft, and I want to audition for it.
Great.
They want to be at Trader Joe's, but it's like,
Listen,
oh, that nigga
I
crazy.
don't know. I really do feel a way about that, though, because I'm like, y'all forgot about this nigga. I guess they did, you know.
About that nigga.
Yeah, but how, all of a sudden now, because this photo, first of all, I feel like they made it seem like the girl taking the photo was an attack on him.
Yeah,
I didn't get that vibe.
I didn't get it either.
Oh, her caption
She seen
or
somebody
whatever.
that she
I don't
thought
know.
Oh, it's her caption.
She apologized.
What
though.
she said? She said this broke ass nigga Elvin, this Cosby reject, he got on the job.
But if you think about it, I think almost any of us would have did it. Now, we had this conversation before, and I was like, yo, if I saw him, would I have taken a picture? No, because me personally, that's not how I am, right? I'm not going to see some shit and just take a picture of it just because.
Yeah,
but
I would have.
But it's not far-fetched that you take a picture. Yo, that nigga used to be a celebrity. Or, yo, I used to watch this nigga on Cosby show. Or, yo, this nigga broke now. He work at Trader Joe's. Like, anybody could have did that.
They did the same thing to Cole. Or for working at the car place.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Cole sell used cars now.
This is like
See?
You remember the
and
the
nobody
O'Bannon
ain't
brothers?
giving him no fucking
The
show.
O'Bannon brothers. Them niggas was top in UCLA in ball. They came to the league for like a year apiece.
Okay.
They was top in UCLA in ball, and guess what they do now? They sell cars in Jersey.
That's
Them niggas
crazy.
is car salesmen. They was top prospects in UCLA. They both came to the league and ain't do shit. Now they sell cars in Jersey. At O'Bannon, you go to Jersey right now, you might get a Benz.
That's crazy.
You go.
He's on an episode of The Blacklist.
No,
This nigga over here.
Yo,
He went his bag. You went here.
Listen, man. Ain't that supposed to be a man? You from Brooklyn?
So why?
Where you at from in Brooklyn?
Word.
I don't know where he
From
at.
Park Slope, I don't know that.
He was born in Brooklyn,
I'm from
man.
the struggle, nigga. He from Park
He
Slope.
was born in Brooklyn in the
I don't
60s.
know.
Park Slope was still a struggle back
The
then.
struggle, nigga. The
Park Slope
struggle.
was still a struggle back in the 60s.
Nah, bro. He made it to the Cosby show. I ain't made it to the Cosby show.
Listen, man. I mean, listen, nigga.
He got a job though. Ain't like he running over people over or
bro.
something.
Like, yeah, like ain't like he purse snatching and shit. Like, let the man work at Trader Joe's. He probably was a manager.
How about he's a cashier?
I mean, you gotta start somewhere, bro.
Would you have taken a picture with him though?
Would I have taken a picture?
You be
with
like
him?
this arm in arm, yo, my man Elvin, what's good?
Yeah.
You would have got 5 likes because nobody know who Elvin is.
New generation.
They be like, who? Who that nigga? Nigga said, watch, I only watch Cosby. That nigga Bill Cosby out here raping bitches. They ain't watch the Cosby show. That shit don't even come on TV no more, my nigga.
It don't, but still, man, like, salute the man for doing what he gotta do. Like,
Nah, I respect
It's
this.
just it's sad to me though. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know everybody's experience. I don't know what he got paid from the Cosby Show or whatever the case may be. But it is sad to see him go from that to that. That's fucked up. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's fucked up.
That's all they can laugh. I don't want to laugh at this
People
shit.
out there.
and then it's
That's
like,
fucked
it's
up.
people that, like, he probably just, like, you don't know if he just want to have something to do. Like, some people just want to
Yo,
have.
he retired? He
Yeah,
retired?
like-
Yo, he retired?
You think
Yo, this guy supposed to be
you
a
think
funny
he
bar
got
in the
good
segment. He
Are you
retired?
making good residuals off that?
Of the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
Probably not no more, because they don't really come on like that, but.
He ain't get no royalty checks?
Nah, he probably got
What season he came
He
on?
did.
This Cosby was on for 87 seasons, my nigga. He was on, how much season he was on?
He was on a few seasons.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. He should be getting some bread.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
get like
Like,
a
he probably
$50
good.
check on the first, and that's about it. Hopefully, 10 DVDs.
A $50 check?
$50 check.
Nah, so I think he get a little more than that. Maybe about $1.50.
My man Jeffrey Owens.
Yo, chill, man. Yo, y'all trying to make a mockery of it. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm not
bad.
making a mockery of it.
There's
That's
mad
stupid.
actors out there, man,
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
that do regular.
So, all right.
And then, yeah, like being an actor is hard.
So
like,
why he turned down
you don't
Tyler
have a
Perry?
consistent
Tyler
gig.
Perry's about to give you a gig. Why he turned down?
Because you don't want no gig out of pity, bro.
You know the
That's a
nigga
real
from
man.
when you said that there's a lot of actors out there or whatever. The nigga from Power, was he really on a train?
Oh,
Terry Silver.
Terry Silver.
Oh,
Was that a real? Was
That looked like him. I ain't
Was
gonna
that a
front.
new
Phil
photo?
Scott.
Or was that before the fame?
That's right.
Cause I'm like, listen, if being an actor is this hard, I ain't fucking being no actor. Like,
What,
I ain't
being on a
taking no
train?
train. I'm not taking no train no more if I'm on a fucking hit show and I'm getting millions of dollars. Bitch, you better drive me.
Wow.
nah, they don't work like that though.
Nah,
Bro, you gotta get
don't
a Uber,
like
man.
that.
Nigga.
They don't work like
nah,
that.
fuck
So he
that.
ain't getting no bread from Power?
Yeah, but he ain't getting no millions.
I ain't saying he
He
getting
wasn't a
50.
main character.
He getting 50
Regular
bread.
people take Ubers.
Nah.
Like you
Word.
tell me
Why
as
he
a
can't ride the train?
nah. I just
You
feel
too
like
bougie to ride the train.
Nah,
I want you a celebrity or on a
it's
celebrity
in his
show.
contract.
Celebrities
He got a
ride the
monthly
train.
metric
They get a monthly.
Fuck that.
They kind of a mental.
Fuck that.
Celebrities ride the train.
Nah, fuck that. I'm
In
sorry.
New York
They
City,
got an unlimited.
Fuck that.
it's faster to get around on the train than Uber sometimes.
Fuck that.
Oh, bro. He got an unlimited and some help, and they give him some beats by train. They give him some beats.
And an unlimited list of 50
Fuck that.
And 50 Cent greatest hits.
Nah.
That nigga's is
Fuck
terrible,
up.
man. Oh, man, Terry Silver.
Stop.
Real nigga, real nigga.
Shamari, that's that nigga real. That's not his real name.
That is real nigga.
Oh my bad, son. Yo, son. Whew, yo, that clown's baby. Let me tell you something I'm mad about. Yo, ladies, y'all gotta give the Rose Mansion up. I'm sorry. Y'all got to.
Yo.
Y'all gotta get a Rose
Yes,
Mansion up.
please give it up.
Yo, I've looked on my
I don't get no
timeline.
pictures there.
Yo, I don't even know what. I don't even know.
I
I only
looked on-
seen it like
That-
twice.
I looked on my
That
timeline.
and Candytopia has been.
I looked on my
everywhere.
timeline one day. I see like 7 people go. Then I look at my timeline the next day, I see like another 47 people photo.
What is
Like,
that though?
please, it's a photo op for chicks
Yeah.
to do the same thing.
Well,
Oh,
what
I
is it
fell in
though?
the bubbles. I'm in the tub. I'm at the phone. I'm drinking wine.
What is it, like a gallery? Like an art
Yeah,
gallery?
I think I'm glad it's over in October.
Yes.
Please, I'll be glad when this shit is over. I pray
Yes.
to God when this shit
Not
is
yet,
over.
not yet.
But please do not have Throwback Thursday of the Rose Mansion.
Take me
We
back.
get it already, so please don't take me back.
Take
Bitch,
me
it just
back.
went away. Don't say take me back when it just went away. Please, just let the Rose Mansion just rest in peace. Please.
Yo.
Please, and I'm not hating because you know if I say it, but if Cass said he funny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Cass back say he funny, if I say it, I'm hating. This is the shit that kills me. I'm not hating. I'm just tired of seeing this shit on my timeline.
Definitely, I
Nah,
didn't
me
get no
too,
pictures
yo. I
of
ain't
that.
even gonna hold you.
Thank you. I thought I was the only one that's tired
Yo,
of that shit.
listen, can I tell you when I got sick of that shit? I seen somebody post a photo, and when I say they look so bad, I said, yo, I told my girl,
Like Jeffrey
I
Owens?
told my girl, nah, it was a girl. She was with her homegirls and all that. They thought they was the shit, whatever. They looked real bad, and I say, yo, I told my girl, we never going to none of them shits no more. I said, it's enough. This shit is done. She fucked it up for every fucking body. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you got on. You look dumb now. Ever since that, it's horrible, son.
No.
It's horrible. Like everybody taking the same
Same
photo
picture.
in the same place. Like, nah, it's done. Y'all
That's
fucked it
how
up.
niggas felt when Safari wore the Gatorade jacket.
Yeah, like it's a dumb.
Nah,
Now, that was a cool drip though.
So,
Yeah, but now you couldn't wear it after he did his whole.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nobody mess with
no,
that.
that Rose Mansion, it's gotta go, man. I'm
Okay.
sorry, bro.
Now,
I don't know if y'all got to feel the same way or how
I
I
ain't get
feel
no
about
pictures there yet. Until I get my pictures there, it's popping.
Nah, yo, first of all, my nigga,
Nah,
if
go
you
to
send
something
pictures
different.
there,
Go
I'm
to something
I'm cutting your
Go
ass.
find a
Taking the
different
train
one.
with Jeffrey Owens. I'm going to the mansion.
No. So what? I'd rather take a train with Jeffrey Owens than go to Rose Mansion.
You gonna listen to that 50?
So what? You got the wireless beat.
Where that at? Where the shit is at? The Rose Mansion.
I don't know, somewhere in the city. I know it's over. in
It's a
October.
lot
I
of
don't
them
know.
shits,
I just
though.
seen that.
More than them?
I think
and
the Candy Utopia look better.
Yeah.
The Candy
That's
Utopia
another
look
gallery
fire,
too?
but
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a lot of them little art galleries, them exhibits that you pay for and that they probably cost really nothing to put together, but they making a lot of fucking money because everybody wants to do it look like they kind of like in some artsy type of vibe. Like, you know,
Everybody
everybody's
on their
trying
hipster
to.
shit.
Yeah, but.
Why we can't get together and do no shit like that?
Yo, we should.
Make
Niggas
it
should.
throw something together. Something in the hood.
Ain't nobody trying to come to the project apartment and take pictures in with the
With the oodles and noodles pack, like
Get a jumbo one, like.
get the oodles and noodles pack. I have a bottle of Tang. What's up? You can get a bottle of Tang and just
You want niggas standing in front of the nitrous sign.
yeah, nice time.
Yeah.
Tompkins, what up?
We got a life-size picture of Kool-Aid.
Like words, son. You can't do that.
So now niggas don't drink red
Word,
Kool-Aid.
now niggas don't. Everybody drink red Kool-Aid. Everybody.
Alright.
First of all, it don't even have a flavor. It's just red, nigga.
Kool-Aid not in like that no more.
That's true. Nigga,
Word, I have
Tropicana,
had-
Dollar Tropicana.
These kids-
fucked it up.
These kids are not gonna know a lot about like the cheese line. They ain't gonna know nothing
Niggas
about
don't know
the
about
Kool-Aid.
government cheese.
You know about the cheese line, right? You know about the cheese
I
line?
don't know about
What?
that.
You wasn't on the cheese line?
I mean, I was never on the cheese line, but I heard it.
You can't cut that
I've
cheese.
been on
You
the
can't cut a
cheese line.
slice.
I've been on the cheese
You
line.
can't cut a slice of cheese. You got it comes out in a triangle every time.
You had to warm the knife up
Yeah.
before you cut the cheese. That's
I'm saying?
that's how it is.
Yeah.
Nah.
It cuts open as like pieces.
Need a
Like if you
Jamaican
cut a
machete.
regular joint, nah, you need a cutlass to cut that shit. You need a saw.
Jamaican machete to cut
Yeah,
that
you need a saw. You gotta chainsaw that shit through to make it even.
Cheese line was a joint.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But yo, we can do that in the projects. Why not?
Cause ain't nobody coming to 5C, bro.
What's wrong with 5C, my nigga?
Niggas not taking
We
it.
can do a project gallery.
I
That'd be
think
fire.
that's fire.
We can do a project gallery, man.
Have pissing in the hallway, having a piss in the elevator,
And you
and
know
you
what?
tippy toeing, having
You know what?
an elevator tippy toeing
That's
like
a fact,
this.
cause you know what?
That's fire.
That joint probably open up mad jobs for Jeffrey Owens.
Yo, this. You gotta stop killing my son Jeffrey Owens.
He can greet people at the door.
Leave my man Jeffrey in.
And you know where he gonna play? That 56.
Yo, stop, man. Yo. All right, we gotta stop that topic.
Alright, where we going, man?
You sent me this, man. All right.
Okay.
Why non-domesticated women want men to be providers?
Yo, this is the most baffling shit to me in the world, right?
Wait, say it again. Why?
Women that are not domesticated want men to be providers. Like, this is the weirdest shit in the world. It's like, alright, I'm gonna bring home the bacon for it to get burnt? Like,
Yo!
100% makes sense.
like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, and chicks is really out here, like, wilding on niggas, like, oh, men ain't providers like they used to be, and la 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 la, like.
To be a bum chick nowadays is kind of like the popping thing. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see like people don't hit me unless you hit my Cash App first.
I hate chicks with Cash App today. Bio.
Or
I didn't even know they had them shits in their bio.
Yeah,
What?
I'm sliding my DMs.
Slide in my Cash App.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I get 1 cent.
Females looking for the
I'm
easy.
sliding there
Yeah,
with
I think
But you
let's
know
put
what?
1 cent in there. That's what we gotta do. Know our worth, fellas. Put 1 cent in the Cash App and let her know it's real. 1 cent.
Yikes.
How
But
can you do that? Just for love.
She gonna be super
For
mad.
the culture.
For the coach, you put 1 cent in her joint, let her know it's real.
what you gonna put in the subject? What you gonna write?
Nothing.
No,
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm putting know your worth, queen.
Know your worth, queen. Know your worth.
What's good?
Know your worth, queen.
They say you wanna go out on or nah. You wanna go out
Each
or
on
nah.
you.
You like, yo, it's just the beginning.
Nah, but this shit's getting crazy. Like, you right with women. They don't want to be domesticated, but you want a man to take care of you. That's kind of crazy to me, also. But obviously, this is a new generation. I'm the old nigga of the new generation, so
It's our fault though. Men been doing females dirty for such a long time now that I guess I'm saying, bro, you gotta keep it a buck, man. Yo, you know we slime. I'm from the Bronx. Every time I tell you from the Bronx,
I'm gonna
I
keep
know
it a
you slime,
buck. Let me tell you who I blame it on for this generation. I blame it on T.I. This nigga telling chicks you can have whatever you like.
come on, man.
Yo, you know what? That's funny because I think that it.
Tricking was not cool before that song came out.
Exactly, yeah. And what Fab said that shit too, throw it in the bag, like all that shit, like.
Yeah, like remember early 2000s? Niggas was not the strip club. Nah, we not going there. We ain't throwing no money on no chick I don't know.
nah, it wasn't you ain't throwing the money on a chick. I don't know. I ain't throwing the money on a chick.
I ain't fucking exactly.
Yeah,
Same
they-
thing. Same thing. Same thing. If I fuck, I know her. Right?
Nigga said, "Oh fuck, I know her."
If I fuck, I know her. I know something about her.
What's your name again?
You don't know her name, though.
Listen, I know what I call her.
Nah, that's sprinkle.
Yeah, like I just feel like this shit it just got out of hand. Like niggas just be tricking for the sport of tricking. Like
Yeah, they at some point they started to glorify everything you do for a woman, like just taking her out, whatever the case may be. It became like a thing. It's like you feel like the man when you could do this for this girl that you don't even give a fuck to see tomorrow. You know what I mean? And that's what fucked it up for y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just like I get it. Time is more important than money, but bro, you fucking the game up.
Cause you know why? They those monies that they spend on them bitches ain't really their monies that they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That whole scamming shit done took everything to another level. They don't give a fuck. It's not their money, so they don't care to lose it.
I think that's what the blame. Scamming took it
Big
over.
scamming
Once again, the
Nah,
young
but it's
generation.
at a higher height
Word.
at this point.
Yeah,
Niggas have been scamming, but it's a thing now. So it's like where, yo, I can give you this bag. Yeah, bitch, I can give you this bag. I don't care.
Exactly. I ain't paying for it.
Fight.
I don't care.
I ain't paying for
Scamming
it.
like the new drug dealer.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a
Scamming
fact.
I agree.
So
So
are we mad at because they really not domesticated, or are we mad at niggas because they've been doing it and they not even expecting to be?
Always gonna be mad
Take
at
care.
niggas. I'm always gonna be mad at niggas.
I'm mad at both. I'm mad at both.
So, all right, I hear a lot of chicks that don't know how to cook in this age, right? A A lot of chicks be like, oh, nah, I don't know how to cook. I'm like, yo, your pussy ain't that good, man. You don't know how to cook. You keep a nigga, you don't know how to cook.
That's not
Your
true.
pussy ain't that- Nah, your pussy ain't that good.
She had that much time to work on her craft. She ain't in the kitchen.
What's her craft?
What's her craft,
What's
nigga?
her craft?
She was working on. She ain't cooking. She ain't learning no new
Every
recipes.
time you get hungry, she's gonna give you that.
Word.
I'm just saying, if her pussy might be that fire. She instead of cooking, she doing kegels.
Nah.
Nigga said,
Right or wrong?
yo, I don't know, son, but when I hear like grown women that's getting married, she's like, I don't know how to cook. I'm like, who made you? Like, who you
Niggas
mean?
be like, I don't
See, I'm
cook.
not mad.
Word.
I'm
She's
not
like, oh,
mad.
nah, he cook. What? Who made
But
you?
I'm not mad at a chick that don't know how to cook. I'm mad at a chick that think she just gonna be a stay-at-home wife and don't know how to cook. Like,
Yeah.
what time you on? Like,
But all right, if you mad at her don't know how to cook, that's the next thing, bro. When she get pregnant, what she gonna be doing? Staying at home, not cooking. While you out there making
God,
the
do
baby, then you
only
gotta
get
go cook
4
the baby.
weeks to stay home. You gotta go back to work.
For those 4 weeks, you gonna be eating hungry mans. You
I'll
gonna
be
be
alright.
lean cuisine, nigga.
Yeah, I get my Eggo waffles on. I don't care.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Cereal, egg,
Switch
and
it up,
waffle.
get some Lucky Charms, yeah.
That's when you get the bologna.
Nah, we not doing that.
Yeah, you are.
We not doing that no more.
Yeah, you get.
We not doing that no
You making
more.
fried
We not
bologna, bro.
Bologna, bro.
Fried bologna, bro.
I might break it up and put it in a Ritz cracker though.
Nah,
I can't front like that wasn't y'all shit back in the day. You break the bologna up, put it in the Ritz cracker sandwich. So it's just me?
Yo, nah.
It's just
I
me?
like that shit too.
Oh, alright.
Nah, we was never got broke, son.
yo,
Nigga, he was getting those of cheese, gum and cheese. Nigga gonna chastise me?
yo, government cheese and
This is
macaroni
why
and
this
cheese.
is why as
yo,
a
nigga.
culture we can't succeed. Since you down like that.
Nah, I'm just
Rub
trying
it
to
right down with
Right
it.
there,
Nah,
bro.
man, I'm like,
Crab in the
you
back.
don't relate to my struggle?
Yo, son, government cheese make the best macaroni and cheese, bro.
No.
Nah.
That should be a brick.
I'm
Nah, you gotta get your shit cut right, bro.
That shit don't melt.
Nah, you gotta get it cut right. Nah, they got bake it about 2 days.
Cracker barrel. Wow, you gotta get the cracker
They gotta break it. They gotta bake it like 2 days, but you know what I'm saying. It'll be right. Yo, so the next thing is, yo, do dudes say shit in they DM to get exposed?
I think that's the thing now.
Wait, say it again?
I think niggas is sliding in the DM saying wild shit just to get screenshotted on purpose. Cause some of the shit niggas be saying is just wild, bro.
You know what? That's
Like some of the shit, I be like,
somebody on there is gonna like what you said, and that chick gonna hit you up.
nah, bro.
No,
Niggas
no.
be wild.
When that chick put you on blast, there's some chick in there that's like, oh, he'll eat my butt. I'm with it. Click.
Follow.
So if a nigga just go
But
on
that's
there,
what I'm saying. Like, nigga, so he get a screenshot, she at the nigga, and then somebody will follow him or something. That's what you're trying to say?
That's a fact.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's a,
so you
it's a
think
fact.
that's like the wave now? That's the thing.
That's a fact. I think somebody do some stupid shit like that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like, I mean, I agree with you. That would be a point. But what else would be a point? Well, why would you do something just to get screenshot?
Because
What's your
niggas
outcome?
is just saying wild shit. Like, I'm like, niggas, like, you don't really think this. Like, you didn't slide in her DM talking about, I can't wait till you come from the gym.
So I can,
So I can eat
Like-
your butt.
so I can make this sweaty
Yeah,
butt.
so like, you can squat over me and the sweat could drip from your butt to my
Yeah.
tongue. Like,
Yo, whoa.
what, my
Yeah, but what would be the point of wanting to be screenshotted though? You want to follow.
They
You
wanted
want
to
to
get
like.
it.
nigga? Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
can see that.
like niggas is just doing that shit on purpose. It's
They
not.
wanted to-
Yeah, like
Nigga,
niggas
entertain.
not really doing what they saying in these DMs.
So that's what niggas doing now. Just saying, yo, I'm gonna say the wildest shit.
Yeah,
She
I'm
gonna
trying to
put
say
me
the
on
wildest
blast,
shit.
and then
If not,
10 of her friends gonna comment and slide in my DM.
it's a fact. Not, if not 10, 2 of them. But I think it's like an icebreaker. Cause she gonna laugh at that or something, be like, you crazy. I don't think it's gonna be an instant block. The nigga that hit up like, yo, you know, I've been thinking about you.
Yeah.
I've been seeing your pictures and you know what I mean. I
I
like
got
to
a crush
take
on you.
block. But nigga that be like, yo, I sucked the meat off your toe, your pinky toe.
Yeah.
Nigga that be like, I sucked the dead skin off your
Yo.
Nigga suck the bunion off her foot. Like,
Nah.
niggas just be wildin', bro. Like,
I
be
do be
some
seeing
wild
like chicks be
screenshots.
getting mad at niggas and screenshot a nigga. Cause that's the age. This is the age we in. That you can't really say. It's no private conversation.
Yo, I don't be sliding in DM.
It's no private conversation.
That
They
shit-
will blast you.
That shit make me nervous.
They will blast you.
I ain't shaking
in
my
back.
legs. Jay
And
Fox.
Rose did it to Shiggy. So she did to Shiggy.
She slid in his DM.
No, Shiggy.
He slid her DM. I
He slid
think.
her DM and was like, yo, I'm in the hotel, come to the room. She reposted his joint on her live. Messed his whole
And that's
relationship
what
up.
happened with, okay.
Oh, that's why he was on the phone. That's why he was over there crying.
Yo,
baby, you know I've been cheating on you and I'm
Fab did it.
Nah, but I think Fab was more for
Nah.
video.
Business.
But he had shade, my nigga.
Fab did it small because Fab is grown.
Yeah.
So he hit her with the bitch. So what Fab did
Wait, he's gonna ask the shorty where she was from?
for on a business tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can ask where she. We shooting a video here. Where you from?
Fab stop. Nah.
Well, it could have been. I ain't gonna front. It could have been he was trying to kill, and it could have been like, yo, he trying to get her for the video.
He was,
Yeah.
he was trying to get her for the video
What
and
video?
kill at the video.
They had a video
No.
shoot that day.
He shot the video for the drill with him and Ty.
Nah, it was the Royce 5'9" shit. I think.
Yeah. Nobody
Oh,
knows that. We
I
don't know
don't
that
think he
video.
needs no bitches for that video.
Exactly. You know what's up.
Nah, so you always need a little cute thing.
Need a vibe?
Yeah, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? Stand by the car.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You know what I'm saying? She stand by the car, put it. You know what I mean? Like she was. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
She get her Vanna White on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's really not safe to be out here in DMs, man. So
Yo, DMs are dangerous, yo.
if y'all out here in DMs, just stop. That ass.
But then.
You see why you put it on?
But
that?
word.
Wait.
But then the story, you post something in your story, it goes to your DM. So you can't even comment on the story.
It depends on what you saying. Like if you saying some regular shit, you gonna get screenshotted, or unless that's your intentions to get screenshotted.
Yo, you say somebody
See,
say
but
something wild in the story.
DMs ain't the problem. People been sneaking in text, email for forever.
Screenshotting is a
Is
problem.
what fucked it all up for
Yeah.
everybody.
Who invented that shit?
Yeah, some bitch that got her feelings hurt.
Word.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
That's screenshot shit. Wow.
Screenshot, yo, nah, this nigga, he acting crazy. I'm gonna get his ass. That was our old mentality. I'm gonna get his ass. He acting crazy. Watch. Watch. I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna show all my friends. Then you in the group chat getting killed.
Word.
And you don't even know it.
Listen, them group chats.
Hey, hey, group chat,
Smoke.
yo, group chat, you getting killed, son.
That's why you gotta
Niggas rather go to jail and get in
You
the
gotta
group
be
chat.
careful with sending the deep end. They be putting them joints in group chats. And then they be talking about your shit in the
I don't
group
do
chat.
that unless it's somebody like I'm actively fucking. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sending.
I just go on porno sites, I
I don't
take
be
pictures
sending
of
the
they
hammer.
dick and I send it.
Time out. You mean to tell me you
Screenshot
go,
other niggas' hammers and send it
Right.
Yo.
You ain't never catching me.
This nigga out here catfish you.
how you meat fishing?
Yo,
This nigga out here meat fishing.
if Neve,
How you meat
if
fishing?
Neve and that other dude come looking for my penis,
You sitting the West Coast niggas?
it's a fact.
Meat-
Because listen, the female you dealing with, they know your penis, bro. I'm telling you, they know your penis. So I be sending like the long yards and shit. She look at that ain't you. You know what I mean? I'm good. Hit it right with the Uber, son. Good.
So you out there sitting, what's
This
his
nigga out
name?
here sending fake niggas.
Word, you out here meat fishing?
Fact, son. Go right on Pornhub. Chick be like, yo, let me get one in the shower. I Google shower.
Bitch will get you for it.
Fact.
Nigga said, that ain't my dick, that's Mr. Marcus.
She said, you like, oh, man, you know this. Man, you know this ain't it. Look how big this shit is.
Nigga said, that's Mr. Marcus' dick, that ain't mine.
Man, who is this chick?
Yo,
Talk about let me come to you as a woman. Look, you ain't getting me. Stop.
yo,
Yo.
you
I'm
out here.
just not.
Yo, just don't send it to me.
Nah, because you know.
No. No.
You're wrong with
No.
Listen,
No. No, I don't.
you don't ask for naked pictures?
No.
You don't ask no chick for naked pictures?
No. If
Seriously?
you want to send me a random nude, I'm all for it.
So you all right? Let's
I'll be honest.
let's put it like this.
Yeah,
Have you
please.
ever?
I'll be honest. My thing.
If you say something like
Nah,
toes
you
or
see
fingers,
the toes, yeah.
if you say
Nah,
fingers
nah,
and toes, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm
I'm
not
not
even.
toes, nigga. So my
Yo,
thing,
show me your ear.
Nah.
I'm out of here. Yo, this nigga say, yo, show me your ear. I'm
Let me
out
see
of here.
your lobe.
Yeah.
I want a chick to send me a picture with her mouth open and her tongue out.
That's the next level shit.
Yo,
Okay?
this nigga. Yo, what is wrong with you?
That's my thing.
Yo, you're
You be
sick,
violating
my nigga.
throats.
You out here checking. Yo, you got time for lighters. This nigga out here checking. Yo, you got the ball. Yeah, I see the ball in the back of your throat.
Yo,
He did the picture, he be like,
there.
yo, you got a deep throat, bro.
Facts.
Look at that tongue.
Facts.
Look at that overbite.
Yo,
Yo.
nigga, you out here really looking for tonsil lighters? Yo,
Nah,
oh,
I'm
you had,
my tongue is
honest.
yeah, I hope,
How
oh, you had your
long she
tonsil
stick her
taken
tongue
out.
And how wide her mouth get.
That's some next level shit. I've never heard that one.
Yo, what is wrong with
That's
you?
my shit.
Yo, you go his phone out.
You know how he works? You know how you go on niggas' phones and they give you their phone with their picture? Oh, this nigga done fucked up. He scroll back there, you see his mad.
Oh,
See, like this nigga like Jordan or something? They got,
Yo.
every bitch got their tongue out. They think they Jordan or something? Nigga scrolling left, bro. Yo,
that's crazy.
what's wrong with you, man? Nigga?
So
That's the
so
sickest shit I ever heard,
Yo,
man.
shit.
When you ask them for they don't say why,
I've had a few chicks ask me why.
and then what do you say?
I like your tongue,
That's
bro.
my shit.
And what they mean, they be like, yo, what you mean that shit? What you say?
Normally it's a chick that I've had sex with before though. So it's
So
not,
they don't think you're a serial
it's
killer?
not a strange, yeah, it's not a,
Alright,
Oh, so this is not like you just met the chick and like.
yeah, nah, I don't do that.
So you just met her. Let's go hypothetical. You just met her and you just be like, yo, send me your tongue out. You know how Mike Jordan be sticking his tongue out when he go in the hoop? Yo, do that for me.
Nah, if that was to happen, I'd tell her why.
You're sick.
So what you say? I want to know what your wife.
You're
Because I like to come in the cheek mouth.
Disgusting.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
that's some
disgusted.
That's
yo,
some
you
next
a
level
wild
shit.
nigga, son. Yo, see,
Y'all always coming in the girl mouth?
I already knew you was.
I'm a gentleman, bro.
I knew you was a wild nigga.
Or would that mean you don't kiss and tell, or you don't like coming in the girl mouth? You telling me you a gentleman? What the fuck does that mean?
Yo, niggas is gentlemen, son.
So you don't come in your girl mouth?
I'm a gentleman.
Niggas is not answering the question,
Yo,
but
bro,
alright.
what's
I see
wrong
this is another episode of Our Half Truth. Every
Is that
time you come on, you tell half truth, huh? What's up with you?
You a wild nigga,
So what else
son.
we talking about?
Yo, you a wild nigga.
What else we talking about?
Yo, this nigga. All right, I had a question.
Niggas asking me a question.
Yo,
Huh?
if you're yo,
You don't went on that show to everybody coming home.
Listen, man.
you about to get wild slandered, nigga. They about to slander you.
Nah,
So, all right, yo, if you married, right, and your husband or wife start losing it, like they start getting overweight, obese, or whatever, would you correct them? Would you tell them, or would you just ride with it?
It depends.
They start letting themselves go.
That's a part of marriage.
No. Is
No,
that
not
hard?
letting yourself go. I'm talking about
Oh, I'm about to
letting
say,
your,
what the hell?
letting your partner know or try to help them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a part of marriage. It's a
Yeah.
partnership.
I think it shouldn't be a thing if you did have to let them know. I think that's a mature conversation, you know. It just, I think it depends on your preference. Feel me? Like, what does it mean when you say that the person let themselves go? Is
You
it-
met her
is
at
it-
$160. Now she like 260.
She had your babies?
She had one kid.
5 years ago.
How old is the baby? That's like, okay.
Baby.
I
Baby
think
three.
it depends on.
Baby 16.
Nigga said the baby in college.
Word.
You about to go pro.
Nigga said he about to go pro.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. If a chick have a baby and then your baby turned out like Zion Williamson, like, I expect her to be big for a little while. That nigga,
But that nigga 18 now, he in college now, son.
that nigga's, he had to be a big baby.
I think
Glenn Davis?
It depends on where it comes from. Like if it comes from a good place. If somebody's telling you,
Oh,
Fat from a good place?
no, I'm talking about
The
if
conversation.
you gain the weight and the person.
Oh,
is
you
saying
cute
to
fat.
No. I mean like that. I'm talking about if you gain weight and they're saying to you, babe, your health, diabetes, high blood pressure, I want you to be around. That's a good place. But if they come to you and they like,
You been the shit.
you're not popping no more like how you used to be, or you know what I mean? If it comes from a place like where they trying to make you feel as if you lesser than what you were, then I think that's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you see that sometimes with a male and a female. You know, the female may get bigger, and then I don't know if it's that the male doesn't find her attractive or may not find her attractive anymore because she got bigger, but it's more so of maybe she's feeling insecure, so kind of like putting her insecurities on the relationship, like kind of like, yo, you know, you didn't tell me you loved me this morning, you know, is it because I'm bigger, you know, like certain times I think that it's not really, because if you're in love with somebody, I feel like no matter what, you ain't even gonna think about what they look like anymore because you're attracted on a different level now. So I think more so it's the other person who may be feeling the insecurity that will like kind of bring it up in the relationship. I think, you know what I mean. I don't really see too many situations where people be like, oh no, listen, bitch, I'm leaving you because.
All right, so if your girl turns to like 600, you know they got that shit on TV.
600 pounds.
I think to let them get that point, you ain't love them that much.
Yo,
Or you wasn't paying attention.
Maybe
that's what I mean.
Maybe you love that she like to
coming
eat.
from a good place, like because your lady's gonna let you know.
Maybe you love that she like to eat. Babe, go ahead.
Nah, because eventually you're gonna say, baby, you know what? You gotta have this side. Maybe you don't need this right now. You know what I mean? Or how about you drink water instead of drinking the soda?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So,
Women to take that shit the wrong
word,
way.
that's a fact.
I'm
fat, nigga?
I remember I told a chick something about, I was like, oh, I think we talking about dancing or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah. I said, we both could use a little bit of dancing. She was like, oh, you trying to say I'm fat? I was like, what?
She read between
like,
those
she was
lines.
just like, she is
put
from 0 to 100. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I mean,
But you know,
ain't gonna hurt to burn no calories.
women
can't tell a chick that,
women is
nigga.
Women is fucked up though, because like, shout out to my ladies. So listen, right? It'd be a situation where like, you know, y'all be talking or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble later for this, but listen, if you should be like, you know, they might tell you, you know, you shouldn't eat this or you shouldn't eat that or whatever. You know, I'm concerned about your health or whatever. They don't say your weight, your health or whatever. Y'all get into an argument. She like, you fat nigga.
Fat nigga.
You know,
roly-poly ass
you know
nigga.
what I mean? You know what I mean?
You can't walk up the stairs, ass nigga.
You know what I mean?
And you want to talk shit to me.
It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it just all matters in what place it comes from.
I mean, men are visual.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with us. Like,
Yeah.
we're visual, and a lot of us are extremely vain. So when like a chick gains some weight or whatever, niggas be like, damn, look at the slim joint over there, like, you know what I mean?
I think that depends though.
Be
A
like,
lot
yo,
of
babe,
niggas that like big women.
Like those.
Right. Like,
You think you can fit those? You say shit like that?
You think you fit those zeros?
no, I would never want a bitch with a zero. No, I can't. If I could see a chick bones, that's disgusting to me. Like, that is disgusting to me. So it's like,
Yo, what is this, the comedy cast tonight? What's going on? Niggas in their bag tonight. What's up?
Yeah, he is fucking hilarious.
I like my women with some weight on them.
What happens if she's mad skinny, but she got the long tongue with the jaw?
That's a fact.
She sent you the picture.
She got the lizard mouth, nigga.
You with it?
She got the whole lizard mouth, nigga. Tongue roll down.
And I'm single. She might catch me on a drunk night.
Stop.
She got the wide mouth.
Her tongue touch her chest like shit.
Yeah. She half reptile.
She got the cake. She got the cakey tongue.
Yeah, she got the half reptile. Roll down.
That's a long. You said touch her chest.
Yeah.
He picturing it.
He with it.
Yeah, he with it.
He was
He
with
with
it
it.
a long time ago.
That bitch could be that pole right there. With that
That's
tongue,
what I'm
that bitch
saying.
could be
Like
that pole right
for
there.
me to even, I wouldn't. No, I'll be. No, I'm not with it.
You be looking at her
I'm
throat.
not with it. I'm not with
You
it.
gonna look at her throat.
That
nigga.
shit disgusting.
If she would have seen you that throat, you ain't see the rest of the body, nigga.
How she got my number?
I don't know, nigga. You tell me.
Like,
Instagram.
no, she
She's
slid
in
in
your
my
DMs.
DMs.
Yeah.
Under your DM.
Straight
With
throat.
her mouth
With the
open?
video.
With her mouth open.
You with it.
Yo, he with it. He like, yo,
The
where you
venom-
at?
The venom tongue.
Oh yeah.
She got the
Venom tongue.
Woo.
That shit dream come true.
All right.
That is, I ain't even dream that. That's different.
He got the whole venom joint, dude.
Listen, man, leave me alone.
Nah, yo, he's asking questions, bro.
Nah. I
You ain't fucking with it?
Nah.
You ain't jacking
Not
it?
even gonna lie, like my shit probably won't even get hard.
Why would we?
I had that problem before. Like, I tried to fuck like a super skinny chick, and shit just wasn't working.
You just wasn't attracted to her?
Nah, she was cool as shit, but shit wasn't working.
I think you lying, so. You fine.
I'm keeping it a buck.
Niggas get hard with
You know what I'm talking about. I told you.
Yo, we not gonna say no name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no names, but I told you.
Say her names, huh?
Nah, we
What's
not-
the show called?
Oh.
Stop fighting, huh?
Don't nigga try to
I'm
throw
telling
it
you my truth, nigga. I'm just not saying her name. Shit wasn't working.
So that was the reason?
Yeah.
She gonna know.
Oh
This is
no.
mad.
This nigga talking about me on.
Word, son. It was a shame.
Yeah.
No words, son.
Can we move along?
Yo,
man?
yo,
What the fuck?
Yo, I thought
Got
you
me
had.
out here body shaming and shit.
I ain't got you out here body shaming. Yo, you had the moment of truth, bro.
I don't have nothing. It's all on you, bro.
The fuck is wrong with you, man? You just been in your bag today, son. I'm just let you know that. I came late one day. Niggas don't got nothing in order around here.
Nah,
Yo.
I don't got nothing in order. You fucked the order up. You was late.
I came late one day.
Good, man.
So, yo, matter of fact, let's get the star.
That's that skinny girl.
Yo, star, yo. Oh man. Plug us more about
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
your whole brand though. But you ain't even give us your whole brand. You ain't even plug your
What's the
your
name of the clothing
site,
line?
The clothing line.
The-
I did hit you up for a hat too. The camo hat, remember?
Oh, that should. Listen, my brand name is Star of the Show.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
So where it came from is basically, I was always a person who liked clothing that was very detailed but very minimal. Like, you know, I'm fine with a plain sweatshirt, but maybe the threading of my sweatshirt, maybe it's 2 different blacks, maybe it's,
Okay.
you know, like certain detailing of my clothing, I felt like is what made me really start to feel like, yo, this is dope, I'm good off all of the monogram shit, you know what I mean? So I think that Star of the Show for me came from just knowing that I would always be seen, but not really like heard. I was a quiet person in the room, as my clothing was quiet as well, but if you was smart enough or if you paid enough attention, you would see that this fucking thread is some good ass thread or whatever the case. So that's where the Star of the Show brand came from. I started off with headwear,
Okay.
right? Then I started recently doing t-shirts and all of that, and I'm trying to expand more.
That's one of your joints right there?
Yeah, New York-ish. That was one of the collections that I released, and
Is
you
New
know,
York-ish or New York-ish?
New York-ish. I put the little
Time out. What's the fucking difference, nigga?
Because it's like, you know, people be like, people say shit, but they be like ish.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that, or is
Nah,
you
it's
New
not.
York-ish?
It's
Like
New
you not New
York-ish.
York, but you New York-ish.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You know,
I'm trying to figure it out.
English teacher bag.
Go
Okay.
to the
nah,
behind
but
it.
you know what's crazy though?
Word.
Recently, I've gotten that question. This brand has been out for a minute. I want to say about 3 years now, and I've just recently started getting that question whether I'm substituting the curse word for the ish or
Right.
whatever. And no, like it's literally the behavior of a New Yorker, like the way a New Yorker is or the things that a New Yorker may do. You be like, oh, yo, that outfit, that's New Yorkish right there. Like, or the shit you just said, that sound like New Yorkish. Like, it's like I can never sit here and be like, oh, New York shit or whatever the case may be. It's just really about how we maneuver. The fact that you could spot a New Yorker from anywhere, no matter what borough you come from. If you in another state, they're gonna be like, yo, you from New York, ain't you? Like, just because of your whole vibe, your whole being, you know what I mean? So that's really where that came from, and just trying to play on this the mindset, the demeanor, everything, you know what I mean? That's really what the brand, what it's about. It's really about celebrating the culture, you know what I mean? So I've had a few different collections. A Fear Nothing collection, which is basically for everybody who's trying to be an entrepreneur and doing whatever it is that they love to do. Just, you gotta be fearless in this whole shit. And like I said, I released some t-shirts. Recently I decided to create a party that I feel like I could celebrate New York again. This is my hometown, this is where I come from. So, and again, I gotta stress the fact that no matter where the fuck we go, people know who we are or where we're from. And they always wanna be a part. They want to be a part. They think it's so cool. Or I just say, you're, and the bitch like, oh, you know, you know, like they love
universal.
Shit. Exactly. Niggas know, and it comes from us. And I think that sometimes we get lost, whether it's the music or whatever, we get lost in other people's shit, but we fire on our own. You know what I mean? So, just want to say Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Day Party is next Sunday. I hope all you guys, I'm going to leave y'all with some flyers. Hopefully I could come out. It's from 2 to 6 p.m. in Brooklyn. Not too far from here. Probably about 15 minutes from here.
What part of Brooklyn?
They call it East Williamsburg. I want to say it's Bushwick though. They call it East
I mean,
Williamsburg.
it's gentrified.
Yeah.
It's gentrified.
That's a nice part of Brooklyn?
It's gentrified Brooklyn.
Yeah. Right off from Bushwick.
You got the audacity.
He gonna be the party next to the chicks.
Y'all know how it be.
They come in their mouth open.
Brooklyn people don't like to be in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's
Bronx people don't like to be in
We all over though, B. We go everywhere.
I do go everywhere.
Brooklyn go everywhere.
Exactly, we go everywhere. These Queens niggas don't go nowhere.
I do go
We're the
everywhere.
biggest borough. Ain't no need to go everywhere.
We had to drag them. Yeah, you ain't got shit in Queens, bro.
Queens is the most popping borough.
But where you got in Queens?
Every strip club that's popping is in Queens.
Ain't none.
You want to talk about let's do Bacon and Cheese.
Oh, back to Bacon and
Cheese.
Cheese.
Nah, but yeah, hopefully you guys can come through for real, cause I think, like I said, it's my first party, so I'm not an event planner, or well, now I am. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I gotta hustle. I gotta get it how I can, and just to get my name out there. You know what I mean? But again, before anything, I just want to push the culture. I feel like we get really lost in everybody else's shit, and we don't recognize that our stuff is the best. We the authentic ones. We the ones that they trying to take the culture from, you know, whether it's gentrification or not. Like, my girl said that she was at the fucking corner store and a guy was asking about Munster cheese. Like, nigga, we don't got Munster cheese in this shit. All right, we got regular American cheese. We might got the white American cheese or whatever the fuck. Don't ask me for no exotic ass cheese. You know what I mean?
They want provolone and Munster now.
Yeah, but the nigga ain't have it. Like, and he looking like, yo, why you don't got it?
I was in the store, dude asked for chopped cheese on a croissant.
Like, no. Yo,
It's no longer chopped cheese.
Exactly.
So you want it on a croissant? My nigga, let him get his shit on a croissant.
Yo, we gotta keep
that
our
shit do
culture,
sound
yo.
Nah.
We gotta keep word.
That nigga said it sound good.
Like grease.
That shit gonna soak right up in the croissant. Gonna be wild soggy.
Wild
black.
soggy.
Now you gotta eat it fast.
They got a time limit on his chopped cheese.
Yo.
Nah, but that's what's up. That's dope. Yeah, you definitely. It's been like that for a while. Like New York culture has kind of like changed and shifted. So it's dope to see somebody that's trying to keep it,
Yeah, I'm
keep
trying
it
to
New
keep
York
the
and all
feel.
that.
Yo, how long we got? A minute?
Yeah.
I wanna, you know what I wanna bring up? I want to talk about a little bit about support, right? Because
Oh God.
the reason being is because a lot of people say like, yo, I want a basement party. I want that feel of back in the days when niggas getting dubs and all that. Like, you know, you playing the old school music, not old school, but at our present time at that moment or whatever. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to bring back.
Okay.
Not the dubbing part, because I don't know, my friends is a little bougie. They might not want to dub and all that, but we want to bring back the feel. Honestly, we want to bring back the feel about that music when you heard it, it made you want to dance. Feel me? The fashion part, because listen, everything is skinny jeans nowadays. Niggas want to come through with some fucking construction Timbs and some sweatpants like back in the day with the one leg up. And it's not. Sometimes people think of. Huh?
Right.
Listen, I respect that. I respect that. We're trying to celebrate all the boroughs, right? Sometimes I feel like, as far as support goes, it's like I gotta almost sell myself, every fucking time that I'm telling you. But you're okay with going to Grits and Biscuits with no motherfucking problem, right? Oh, I did see you at Grits and Biscuits, and I wasn't talking about you. But I wasn't talking.
I was just on that nigga. I saw him a couple minutes ago. Did you pay for it? Did you?
Nah, I hit her up and said, yo, I need the hat. I was gonna buy it.
You could have went. There's a link in the.
No, but they didn't have it, so I thought I'm gonna go to the Connect. I'm gonna go right to the source. Why would I?
Yeah, nah, but
niggas you talking about?
no, I definitely wasn't talking about him. But I just feel like, again, it's no. When it's I feel like when it's people that you don't know, it's no hesitation to support them, and I've never understood that shit. Like, I've been almost begging niggas to come to this party, like, yo, it's my first party, yo, my very first party, and because it sounds dope, don't get me wrong, I will go hand out a flyer and be like, yo, I seen that flyer. So why the fuck you ain't buy a ticket? Yo, that shit sound dope. That shit sound. Why the fuck you ain't buy a ticket then?
Yo,
well,
you know what about? Hold on. We're gonna talk about support. And you know how I know your own people don't support you is when they be like, yo, when the shit, all right, we do a podcast. When the shit come on, yo, you my nigga. You supposed to know.
Wait, it go deeper than that. Talk about support. When people hitting you up in your DM, asking y'all.
Oh, we not gonna yo.
Why not?
Because that's your man's.
Listen, stop.
Yo, man.
Listen,
I got so much energy for that.
There's a fine line on the definition of man's.
That's your man.
There's a fine line.
And
I've seen it on my man page.
Yo, that's what they said.
Just because you hit
my
joint and it says
all right. If you don't
mean they my man.
This is 2018.
He said I see.
Hold on. This is 2018.
What he said?
Support.
He said that's my
You
man.
should. If you don't know how to work,
what his name was, I couldn't even.
if you don't know how to work social network, why are you on it? Don't ask me for a link of how I support. Especially when you got a link on your own page of your SoundCloud. That don't make no sense to me, bro. That means you know how to support. I shouldn't have to give you a tutorial of how to support.
Go deeper than that. You should go. Can I keep it funky on your show, bro?
Yeah. That's what it's about.
I would choose.
If you watch this show, you press follow, you go to YouTube, you go to all the podcast links so that you can watch not only this show that you know people on, but future shows, and you show support for people that are showing support for up and coming entrepreneurs, artists, or whoever they have on their show. You don't DM somebody saying, yo, I got shit to say, when can I get on?
I agree.
See, I was saving this energy.
Now you can't save you.
I was saving this energy.
This is the perfect.
My man right here. My man's right here. One son to pull up. I'm saving this energy. My man's right here wants something to pull up.
I think it'd be a good conversation to have with somebody that you feel is not supporting. Because we could.
I don't know, son.
We can honestly say we sit here and we support people that we know.
I support people that I know and I don't know.
Right.
But if I know you, I'm gonna go out even if I didn't make it. I'm like, yo, you selling a shirt? Yo, here, take this dub or whatever you selling a shirt for, and I'll buy the shirt. You know what I'm saying?
What you should do right now, unlock your phone, go on Star's page, and buy that.
I'm gonna support
that.
shit.
Doing that.
I'm gonna support shit.
What you doing now?
But I'm gonna support shit even if I don't make it. I'm gonna support your shit.
No, we said we going. We was gonna do a straight 90.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be off, my nigga. Me and Story spoke, nigga. Fuck
Oh,
you
but I
doing?
told you we was gonna go buy the bottles and act like the 90s back then. You didn't tell me.
Did we not speak?
Thank you for the,
Thank you. That's all I had to say.
well,
This
thank
nigga
you
on
for,
there.
thank you for the update. I guess me and Rome will be in there. Asking for venom pictures.
Next week.
Sunday.
week.
Sunday.
Next week.
If I'm off, I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm
2 to 6.
I already told you we spoke
Yeah.
about it.
2 to 6.
If I'm off, I'm pulling up.
I'm there.
I already told that. But when niggas say, yo, if somebody I don't know, and you say, oh, I support, but you don't follow nothing I do, you don't like nothing I like, nothing that I posted out, so how the fuck you support it? And that's why I'm mad. You lucky that nigga seen it. You seen it before I did, cause I would've went off. Like don't send me a DM saying that you support me.
Listen, it's about sometimes it's about having a conversation with people. Just like
no, I already told. I
let
finished
them
the
know, like,
conversation
yo.
when you asked me how do I support, and you asking me this on Instagram. Or you asking me this on Instagram. Yo, send me a link of how I support. But you got a SoundCloud link in your shit. You can't ask me that, bro.
Did y'all ever read the book The Lynching Letters?
No.
No? It's a real deep book, but it really goes into the whole thought process of what Europeans used to do to break the mindset and the strength of slaves. And separation amongst us is a big key.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer is a big key. For some reason, it's something within our culture that, you know, you can't, you know, if you support somebody, you're dick riding. If you disagree with somebody, you're hating. You know, we got this issue amongst each other where, you know what I mean, like you can't go out your way to
show love.
You know what I mean? It's weird. You know, it's weird.
Shit don't cost nothing, bro.
Not at all.
Shit don't even cost, like, you know what I mean?
all.
Even if you can't support and buy a hat or whatever, you can still repost a picture of the hat or something like that. Like, yo, check out my homegirl.
Matter of fact,
shit,
don't
whatever.
you do the Ryan review shit?
Yeah, that's some new shit I did. But you know what's so funny about that, what you just said, is I literally almost had a breakdown the other day. And it was just basically about, I put up a post basically like, yo, like family, if you can't come to the party because it's not your vibe, you know, maybe you older, or maybe you went to church or whatever the fuck, okay, cool. Buy a ticket, or maybe refer it to somebody who can come, friends. If you can't make it, fucking pass the word along to your homies that you know will enjoy the party, or maybe you know somebody, maybe you don't party. I'm not mad at whoever can't come or don't want to come. But maybe pass the info along to people who may want to come. I know that all of my friends don't party or whatever the case may be, but it's just fucked up that why do I have to tell you to spread the word? I'm asking this coworker to come to my party. Yeah, I'm gonna come. Alright, cool. Bought a ticket. You coming by yourself? Not that I have a problem with you coming by yourself, but did you ask maybe your friends to come with you? Cause I know if I see a party, I'm gonna be like, yo, you wanna come with me? Yo, we gonna go to this party.
Right.
I just think that it's just like people act dumb when it comes to supporting people that they know. It's fucking weird.
I think everybody needs a benefit. Everybody's looking for some type of
Crab in the barrel shit,
It's
man.
weird. I hit you up. I didn't know you had a podcast. And I'm like, yo, wait, you got a podcast? Like now I know. Now it's a different vibe now. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, sometimes, and I try to not take things personally. Like, yo, you know what? Maybe I gotta send it to this person in a personal manner because maybe they didn't see it. Mm-hmm. The way the Instagram shit is nowadays, you don't see shit in chronological order. I'm not scrolling for days trying to find people's shit. If I don't see it the first 5 pics, then it's over. Exactly. I gotta go to the shade room and shit to re-up.
Yeah, I miss a lot of shit.
But other than that, it's just we in a fucked up space when it comes to support. Word.
Yeah, it's been like that for a long time, man. Like, I hate to say it, it's like our culture is competitive. Like we just like to compete.
But there's money out there for everybody to eat, bro.
Nah, nobody think that.
It's a venue for everybody. It's a lane for everybody to go through, son.
No, it's not.
It's a lane, son. I feel like it's a lane for everybody to go through.
Nope.
All right, you throwing a party. All right, you come. If I'm throwing a party, yo, sell your merch at my party.
Nope.
If that's what you doing, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't want nobody
that's
get
the-
no money at my party.
If that's your vibe.
What's the fact?
That's what niggas gonna say. Nah, ain't niggas ain't gonna be getting no money at my party. Like,
But that's our crab in the barrel. We want
Yeah.
it all. We want that whole venue to be just us. Like, nah, you can't get no shine. It don't supposed to be like that. That's like, if you know somebody, like we doing this podcast shit. Yo, you know a studio? Nah, I don't know no studio. But niggas just be right here recording. But they don't know a studio. That's crazy to me, yo. If I tell you, yo, nah, I do our shit at this studio, just go on the website, I'm gonna refer you to the shit. Or if I know somebody that's selling something, yo, they selling something, my nigga, go ahead, I bought 2 or 3 things off of them. That's what I would do. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
everybody don't feel like that, bro. You gotta be in it to kind of feel like that.
I-
Not in it. Everybody don't have, like, to be honest with you, it's hard for people to like realize like how creative they could be, like, cause a lot of people live this linear life, like, all right, I'm gonna go to school, go to college, get a job, retire, and that's it. Like, you know,
Yeah,
you creative. If you creative, like, this should take courage to like be an entrepreneur or to,
Step out
you
the
know what I
box.
mean, step out that box to be like, all right, I'm gonna do this podcast shit, or I mean, I'm gonna be a rapper, or I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, it take courage to really put your foot in it and really try to do this shit. And people don't see the appreciation in that shit because it don't have nothing to do with how they thought life is supposed to live.
Yeah.
Like, know what I mean, I seen Sister Act 2. She ain't what Lauryn Hill singing. That singing don't pay the bills.
That's
What
a
you
fact.
talking about? Like, you know what I mean?
You like cloud, man.
Nah, that's keeping it real though, man.
You keeping it definitely.
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all coming through,
Definitely appreciate it.
rocking out with us. Give out your socials, your Instagram, and all that.
Star of the Show NYC. Star spelled with 2 R's. Star of the Show NYC. And staroftheshow.com.
Okay, got the website and all that.
Hold on, your bacon, egg, and cheese, yo.
Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, September 16th, 2 to 6. Right there on Johnson and Bushwick Place. Come
How we
through.
get the tickets?
Listen, tickets on Eventbrite. Only $20. Get the tickets on
You got the
Eventbrite.
link in your bio?
Yes, link is in my bio. Star of the Show NYC.
Okay.
A Boogie.
Mr. A Boogie, Mr. A. Boogie.
Why the dots though?
Because
A
the
Boogie.
username was taken by a whole bunch of other people, so I had to figure it out.
Alright, yeah, A Boogie.
But if you request me, you got like 5 pictures and like 1 million followers, you sus. I ain't fucking with you. You gotta have like over 50 pictures. I ain't saying.
Over 50.
It's a fact.
Shit got a quarter.
You already know us, man. Rome JB. Follow at the Our Truth podcast, spelled just the way it sound.
Nah, it's not spelled the way it sounds. Spelled with the H,
Oh.
not the hour. H and then hour after that, you know what I mean? Nah,
It's
niggas.
spelled the way it
Some
sound.
people a little slow, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that, you know what I mean? Niggas look at the sound, like, yo, what that mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think it's actually that.
Exactly, that's what I mean. That's an
Yeah.
hourglass. So it's just turned on the side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next week, these niggas
You
gonna have
don't
Jeffrey
know.
Owens.
Yeah, we go. That's when
And
we got.
Terry Silver.
So Jeffrey Owens.
They on the deck next week, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, y'all might not like our opinions. We tell you no lies. This is our truth. Yeah.
Because the battery was dying. Nah, that was dope.